It's good. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you guys see me? This is, I think, the face reveal. I think the chat's actually a little behind, but what's up? I don't see chat reacting yet. Oh, yep, okay, there we go. Okay, there are way more of you in here than I thought there would be. Jesus Christ, are you all just like unemployed or something? Like, I mean, I'm in Europe, so I mean, I'm just missing out on like a Friday night to do this, but what's up? I don't know if I should. I'm actually gonna see if I can put the chat like next to the camera so that it looks like, yes, Europe gang, that's me. Turn the volume up a bit. Oh yeah, I need to turn down the music a little bit. Shit, my chat goes away. Oh shoot, I was also gonna try and not use bad language because otherwise YouTube is gonna hit me with the demonetization hammer. But one handsome boy, thank you, Tara Bill. Also, please don't say Europe Master Race in my chat. It's not great. You're younger than I thought. How old do I look? I'm like 16 or something? I don't know. Yeah, you do an external chat source and capture in OBS? I don't know how to do that. I just have it in a dock right here. I mean, and it goes away whenever I click on OBS. I have decaf coffee. It's squid. It's late here. I already have enough caffeine running through the system. I feel bad that I'm just looking at chat down here when it should be like next to the camera. How old are you? I'm not gonna reveal too much personal info, I think. You look like 22? Could be. Who knows? Please do tutorials. Hey, please don't spam in my chat. I don't have mods right now, and I don't really want to deal with that. Rainbow Skeppy. Love your Minecraft. What do you work as? I'm currently unemployed. YouTube is kind of my job. Why not Twitch? Not own broadcast software. True. That's why I'm building the computer. Put on slow mode. I feel like it's less fun. I mean, I've honestly never watched a stream on YouTube before, but I feel like I just want to be able to just read the chat. How tall am I? Like 6 foot. Do I look tall? I'm sitting down. Everyone's unemployed. Yeah, you guys all. Because you're watching a stream on a Friday night when it's like midday in the States. You know. I'm unemployed because I have a YouTube channel, but I'm sure you guys don't all. 10 seconds slow mode. Oh, that's a good point. It would do wonders for like individual spam, but I'm just gonna trust you guys. What's up, Africa gang? How did you learn C? Asking for mod is cringe. Yeah, please no one ask for mod. Yeah, Europe gang. I am a part of Europe gang. What's good, Poland, Germany? Yeah, I know Germans are my second biggest audience, past the US. Oh man, okay, it is hard to read chat when it's going fast. Watching from the EU, not unemployed. There you go. Germany, Rusland, Denmark. There we go. I am in Denmark right now. So what's good? If anyone else is from Denmark, I'm probably not going to try and speak any Danish because my Danish is kind of trash, but you know, I can give it a go. Sweden, what's up? If you write something in the chat, I can probably understand you. India. All right. Latvia gang. How are you so smart? I'm really not. Norway, okay. I think we've got if we get Iceland, we've got most of Scandinavia covered. Oh my god, there's a lot. There's a lot to read in chat. Jesus. I'm actually not gonna look at the viewer numbers. I don't want to know how many people are watching me. I was expecting like 10. Not gonna lie. But it looks like there are a lot more in here right now. Mars? You know, maybe next stream. What's 1 + 1? That is 2. 500. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh man, I should have started streaming way long ago when I only had like 500 subscribers. Oh my god. Okay. Don't tell your friends to tune in. That is too many people. Okay. I'm probably gonna start so soon. Oh, I'm losing viewers now. Okay. Good. There should be fewer of you in here. Go back to your jobs. Yo, don't spam or else I'm gonna turn on slow mode, and that's fun for nothing. For no one. Finland, what's up, Finland? Finnish gang. Get this on trending. Please do not. Be way too many people. And then slow mode is definitely going on in the chat, you guys. You know C sharp. Yeah, my previous job, I worked in C sharp. Hot take, I think it's a garbage language. I think there's just there's way too much going on in there. Sorry if any of you are like big fans of C sharp. C3 is Pog. Yes, C sharp garbage. Yeah. I don't know how to make YouTube polls, but you know, I'm the dictator of this chat, and I say C sharp is garbage. So he's base. Yes, I am. C superiority. How about Rust? I really want to try Rust. I've done it to do like some like mini projects, but I can never justify like the time that it would take to learn it, as opposed to like, you know, like trying to like the extra time it would add to any project or something like that. Macedonia gang. There are a lot of people from Macedonia in here, or Macedonia. Wait, you can donate? Okay, you probably shouldn't donate to me. I feel like I'm just like chatting with chat. But thank you for the $1, whoever gave me $1. That's kind of wild. You are not 40 plus? Do I sound 40 plus? You guys also don't know. I could be. What about JAI? Kuba Tomsu. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm really excited to see what Jonathan Blow does with JAI. I've been watching those streams literally since he started in like 2014. I don't necessarily love his programming style, but I'm super excited to have another like systems level programming language. Thank you, Zach W, for $1.99. That feels kind of weird to. What is your best language? I thought you were a big fat guy. You know, you guys haven't seen my bottom half. You guys don't know what I look like. I could have thick legs. JS is ew. Agreed. Try an FPGA board. I've never used one before. What do you think? Thank you for €5, Vertex. You look like you have way more friends than I thought. Thank you, I think. What do you think about Win 11? Please don't spam. But honestly, I mean, you guys can. Oh, you can't see what I'm streaming on right now. As far as you guys know, I could be on thank you, YH Diamond. Java is one of my favorite languages. Yo, don't spam in the chat or else I'm gonna turn on slow mode. Leg reveal at 100K? Subs or views? I could do like a calf reveal at 100K, but like, you know, full leg, that's gonna be like 1 million or something like that, I think. Oh my god, yeah, thank you, Tyler Murphy, for $10. That is too much money for the amount of effort that I put into this stream, but I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone. Am I in Java gang? Yes, I actually have IntelliJ open right now. Half reveal, yeah, soon. No slow mode, yes, invisibility. I don't want to turn on slow mode. What OS do you run? I run Mac. 600. Oh man. Okay. No one call out view numbers in the chat. It just gives me anxiety. I'll answer. What OS are you on? How did you learn C? Thank you for the 2 donations that I just missed. How did I learn C? Thank you. Oh, come on. Yeah, I asked you not to donate for a reason, Blue3. Need a mod? Yes, but I don't trust anyone enough yet. So I guess like behave yourself in chat. And you know, maybe if I stream multiple times. Yes, IntelliJ gang, 600K view. YH Diamond, thank you for another donation. Please stop spending so much money on my stream. What do I think about Windows 11? I'm gonna try and like backtrack through the things that I missed. I don't like Windows. I think it's tried any. I use Brew. I use Mac ports for my last video. Thank you for donating in Quona. I appreciate it, Nixitive. Tried any Zig. Zig looks interesting, but I don't love the fact that you know, I can't like abuse a macro system like I can in C. As far as my thoughts on Windows 11, I think Windows is kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie. I think it kind of sucks to develop on. It's pretty buggy for the most part. Like there are just a few things that you can't do in Windows that you really should be able to. Like if you have like virtual desktops on Windows, right? And like on Mac, you know, you just like slide back and forth to switch between them. You can't, and you can reorder them. You can't reorder virtual desktops on Windows. Like that's basic functionality. And like, you know, it doesn't have like a tabbed terminal. It comes with like Candy Crush pre-installed. You can go through like 30 years of UI elements in like, you know, a couple menus. And I just feel like Mac is easier to. Thank you for the donation. I don't appreciate that you're praising the C#, but I'll accept it. You know, I'll accept a little bit of C# propaganda in here. How am I so based? When is the next vid? This is the next vid. VBA? Okay, yeah, I'll like accept VBA. The next video is gonna be in a bit. That's gonna be what I'm working on now, that I haven't told anyone about yet. So it's promoted the stream on the Programmer Humor Discord. Oh no. How about D? You can reorder Virtual Desktop on Windows 11. Okay, that's not gonna get me to switch, but you know, it might. Windows 7 is great. Windows 7 is fantastic. Love Windows 7. I think Vista wasn't that trash. I grew up with Windows XP. You know, that's kind of what I like. And then I used Linux for a while, and then I've been on a Mac since I've been able to afford one. How about D? I think D is a cool language. I just don't think it has the traction to become like a real like systems programming language, if that makes sense. I think it just kind of passed its time to like ride the hype train to the top, if that makes sense. You have a Discord server? I don't. I've actually never used Discord before. I think unlike a lot of you, but I've been considering making a Discord server. Can you release your NVIM configuration? It is in the description of my last video. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I'm assuming that's not an A. I really dislike the Mac design interface. Yeah, I mean, I just like how it's... Thank you again, YH Diamond. Please stop spending money on my stream. How was your day? My day was good. Thank you for asking. How was your guys' day? Was it good? Please Discord. If you're Danish, great, then I really want to hear it. And also, where are you originally from if it isn't Denmark? I'm not gonna say anything in Danish. I'm too nervous to do that. If you guys want to chat at me in Danish, though, I will be able to understand you. I'm from the States, though. You know, if you can't hear by the accent. Best of luck on whatever you're doing. Thank you again, Blue3. You don't use Tetris OS? For you guys haven't seen what I'm streaming on yet. For all you guys know, this could be being streamed on Tetris. I think I'll break the illusion soon, but how about Go? I think Go is... I honestly haven't used it for anything before. As far as I know, I've always like... Why do I live in Denmark? Like healthcare, dog. I've always like tried to think Go is kind of like Rust for me, where I've always thought about using it, but the barrier to entry, like the activation energy into starting to use it, is just too high for me. Because usually I want to get the rubles. I don't know what the conversion rate is on that, but 100 looks like a lot. So thank you very much, Defofaf is what I'm going to call you. Godot with GD script. I've never used Godot. I've never used GD script. How about Brain? Word that I'm not going to say because YouTube will demonetize me. Cool language. Nice and esoteric. Emacs. I have nothing necessarily against Emacs users. I hear it can Windows support on Tetris OS and C Minecraft. Maybe. Probably not, though. 100 rubles is 1.36 USD. Wow, okay. Well, thank you to my Russian boy. I have a lot of Russian fans from that Tetris OS video. It blew up on a few like Russian like forums and stuff. Emacs is kind of bad. Emacs can like emulate Vim, you know, so I think it's okay actually. Vim cultist. Not quite a cultist. What do I do for a living? This. Apparently now. Judging by how much money I made off of donuts in the last like 10 minutes, this is what I do for a living now. How about 6502 assembly? Never programmed into myself, but it looks nice. Balkan, please stop spamming in the chat. Who's talking smack about my Emacs? I'm talking no smack about Emacs. Kotlin is a cool language. You like F#? Did you go to uni? How good can you live off of YouTube? You know, fine. Notepad++, better than Notepad. I was gonna GF. No, I'm not answering like super personal questions. Can you speed talking faster? Can I talk faster? JetBrains or VS Code? I think VS Code is good. I've been considering switching back to Sublime, but actually for all my last projects, I've just used Vim. So I haven't needed to, but I use Vim emulation in VS Code and in all my JetBrains IDEs. But JetBrains IDEs are fantastic. They're amazing. They're like the shortcut group that I know. Half reveal win soon, Alexander Newbow. Nano Gang. I used to use Nano when I would like edit config files when I was like 12, when I was getting Ubuntu set up and stuff like that. VS Code or VS 2019. Visual Studio. Okay, this is I don't know how many of you program in Visual Studio, but if you do program in Visual Studio, you need help. Visual Studio is terrible. It is, I think, one of the single worst pieces of software I've ever used. It is incredibly slow. It's just like they tie all of the logic directly into the UI rendering, so you get visual redraw all the time. And on top of that, thank you for the dono. Yes, we will get started soon. Yes, Rider, thank you to whoever said Rider. Rider is so much better. I hate Visual Studio. It is my, it's so bad. VS Code is fine. VS Code is acceptable. It takes 10 hours to load. Yes. How did you learn to do such application programming with C for GUI and stuff? I did a bunch of projects. And that's actually the big thing that I want to give away in the Q&A today. How do you study? I'm not a student right now, so I really don't know. Visual VS Code community, Visual Studio bad. I was answering the question, but I forgot what it was. I'm so sorry. What window manager do you use? I use the default Mac one. I'd probably switch to like a window manager if I went over. Do you like Sea Lion? Or maybe it's pronounced Clion. I don't really know. Can you save this as a VOD? This will be saved as a VOD. Do you like Sea Lion? I like it because it's JetBrains. I don't use it because I prefer to just use regular Vim for like C and C++ stuff. I have a nice autocomplete setup, so it's quite nice to use it. And it's so much faster than anything else. And Vim, yes, I'm in the NeoVim game. When does the stream actually start? This is the stream. What's your favorite food? I don't know. In Denmark, we have this stuff. Well, I don't know where else it is, but it's called flæskesteg, and you can. It's just like Danish pork roast that you eat for Christmas and like around like winter months and stuff like that. And a brilliant Dane invented a flæskesteg sandwich, which is where you take the flæskesteg and like a few other things like wålkål and what else? You put some other stuff. Basically, you put it in a sandwich. It's amazing. So try that. If you ever come to Denmark, ask someone for flæskesteg. That is my favorite. Oh, you can donate with like, thank you Sam Jarvis for that cute little high five thing. NeoVim 0.5 stable poggers. Nixative. Thank you for donating in my native currency. I appreciate it. How do you spell flæskesteg? Flaskesteg. Wow, that a big dono. Yeah, holy shit, that's a lot. I mean, geez, I need to not say like bad words. I'm gonna get demonetized. YouTube is really good at sniffing out nasty language. That is a lot of money. Thank you very much. Speak very fluent and clear, so nice to listen. Thank you. Yes, Musky Suitcase has spelled flæskesteg correctly. What do you like outside of programming? I like going to the gym. That is like my other hobby. What genre do you read? Political non-fiction, generally. Do you know Python? Yes, Python is the language that I use when I need to like hack something together really quickly. Eclipse versus IntelliJ, IntelliJ all the way. Used to use Eclipse. Where words bad, naked yoga good. True, maybe I'll start a naked yoga stream next time. What do you think of Elon Musk? I don't think he should have that much money. I think he's kind of bad. I'm gonna lay off the hot political takes so that you can stay watching me, but not a huge fan of that boy. Sorry. I know you guys are probably all like Elon Musk. Day job, YouTube, right now. Idle IDE. I just use a text editor for Python. Base socialist? Possible. Don't look at the books that I have back there. I don't know if you can see them on the stream. Oh, you can, but you probably can't tell what they are looking at the stream. Thoughts on functional programming? It's hip. I love SML. SML is one of my favorite languages that I've ever used. What is your favorite language? It depends. How high is your IQ? IQ is kind of a meaningless metric, just kind of like how much you've been educated. It's not really, I don't think it's. What language is more sane? Dansk or C? Dansk does not have like macros in it, just textual ones. So I will go with, Dansk. We'll talk for Donald. Okay. I'm probably gonna get started. What does JDH stand for? I don't know. JDH space. Oh, are you Danish? Yes, I am. Should I learn C or C++? Learn both. Learn to hate C++. Get a few template errors, and then just go back to C. Lisp be like true. What Mac do you have? Someone's been asking that a lot. I don't know if it's one person or a lot of people. But what is graphics programming like on a Mac? It's fine, you know, as long as you're not doing anything too intense. What Mac do I have? I have a 2018 MacBook Pro. Do you like Apple M1? Yes, I was so hoping during the last WWDC, this one a few weeks ago, that they would release an M2 Mac and then I could buy it and like stream on it and stuff. But they didn't, and so now I have to wait, and I really hope that you can't hear the fact that my Mac sounds like it's gonna take off into space on the mic. I hope I have the noise gate set up. What are some projects for advancing C++? Games. Make video games, Ben. Thank you for the donation. Release your vimrc. It is in the description of my last video. What about ARM assembly? Age of Surveillance Capitalism in the back. No, but I've been meaning to read that. How do you come up with project ideas? I keep a list in my notes. Are you gonna build your CPU now? Soon. It's just so like what's the word? Like mesmerizing to look at chat and talk to you guys. I'm 100% gonna lose my voice. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 11. I'm an Apple boy. I'm sorry. I know most of you guys like flame me for not using Windows in my comments. But I just can't deal. I just like the integration too much. It's just too nice being able to like see my messages on my Mac and everything. When did you start programming? When I was like 11. What is the best OS? That's Tetris OS. Please don't spam Programmer 101. Jailbreak my iPhone. I don't know how secure that is anymore, and I don't really need to. What about Linux? I would 100% use Linux if I didn't have a Mac. You know, I'm thinking about getting a separate Windows PC, and then I will 100%, or just a PC, and then I'll run Windows on that. I don't know. Temple OS. He doesn't hold the handle of his cup. It's the Chad grip. Anyway. How old is your child? I am not a father to my knowledge. What's on Pine Phone? I don't know what that is. Boot Camp, you're a huge inspiration. Thank you, Musky Suitcase. You make a chat app? I probably could. I probably won't though. Alpine Linux game. Favorite Linux distro? It's been so long since I've used Linux. I'm mostly comfortable on like Debian or Debian and its friends. What kind of watch is that? This is I think it's a Larsen Ericsson. It's a Danish watch. Quite nice though. You guys. I like the like minimalist. You can also flex the forearm a little bit. What GUI framework do you use? I don't. I avoid GUI programming like the plague. Stream is lagging? Oh shoot. That must just be something with my internet. Sorry. Is the stream lagging? There's no Rolexes, JFK. There's someone behind you. Oh god. Please no one say that. Why not Apple Watch? I'm not that big of a nerd. I'm sorry if you guys have Apple Watch. Okay, good. No lag. I'm impressed that my MacBook Pro can keep up with this. It's got like 8 gigs of RAM. I was expecting it to just crash. I'm not gonna lie. Arch Linux? Oh yeah, okay. I did use Arch Linux for a time as well. How long have I been just talking to chat? I should probably get started like doing the thing that I was going to do. You studied deep learning. Not like particularly, but I have studied ML. There probably is a spider on my wall. 700 viewers. I am being watched, Matthew. Wait, yeah, but it's all of you guys. 25 minutes? Okay, that's reasonable. I'll just do it. What language do you speak? Normal and programming. English is my native language. I'm okay at Danish. Ask my friends. Programming. Have you tried camera focus? Oh no! Will that fix it? You guys can see all the like. It's kind of cool though. It's a little artsy. What is going on? Do you guys like all of my calluses? How do you fix this? Sweaty hand. My hand isn't sweaty. Maybe that'll fix it. I don't know. I've had this problem before. So I just want to see like everything on my skin. What's going on? I just like flick it. That kind of sucks. How do you fix this? Where's Minecraft at? Why did you move to Denmark? Nice acne. I don't really have acne. Will that fix it? You guys want to see some wires? I don't know if holding, punch it, restart camera. If I disconnect it, will that like mess up the stream? I hope not. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the intro. You guys won't be able to hear me for a second, and I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect the camera. Wait, I think it might be fixing itself. I think I'm less blurry than I was a few seconds ago. You're streaming. It auto reconnects. Destroy laptop. That is on the cryptic pen. Spider on the camera. Could be. There was one on my wall. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the intro. I'm gonna reconnect stuff. I'll be back in a second. No, don't leave. Don't leave. What's up? That fixed it. 100%. I think. If you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. I wonder how much the lag in the stream. Everyone leave? No. Would really, that would really hurt my feelings. It worked? Yes. Sweet. Do you have an M1 MacBook? No. I'm gonna get the next one. Probably. Especially now that I have all this donut. You look like Ludwig. I don't really think so. I don't watch a lot of Twitch streams, but I don't really know what he looks like. But QT. Is that like cutie or like QT like the UI framework? Because thanks. Otherwise, I think QT is. We'll go Spider broke off. How much do you work per day? Too much. Windows, no. How would one start making an OS? Look at the links in the bottom of my Tetris OS video, or the resources on the GitHub repo. You know Ben Eater, not personally, but I wish I did. C, C++, C Sharp, C. C. I'm a big fan of C. Any answer to like, do you like C? Do you like this language more than C? You know, the answer is always I like C the most. 100%. Opinion on flat bench. Like a flat back bench? I arch in my bench. I arch a lot. If you're asking about calf review wins soon. If you're asking about like bench press. Like math. Ruby. I think I've used Ruby. Start with circuits. Opinions on Lua. Cool language. Don't like how array indices start at 1. What is your name? My name is Baby H. How do you look like Robert Pattinson? I can't explain that, but thank you. Robert Pattinson is a good-looking man. Slow mode, please. I'm not gonna turn on slow mode. I feel like if I was a chatter in a stream, like I wouldn't want. What team do you support in the Euros? It's Denmark. I have a Oh, that's the leg reveal. Sorry for, I think it was Alexander Newboy who was asking for the leg reveal. Yeah, you can see. Check it out. This has been hanging up in my window actually, but for Denmark, Dan. Yeah, leg reveal, sock reveal. Oh no, that messed up the focus again. Are you serious? My socks? No, we're back. We're back. Height and weight. Denmark is the best country. You are a hipster. Max squat. I hit 190 kilos a couple weeks ago. You were extremely generic looking. I don't know if that's a compliment. Yeah, the socks were too powerful. They broke the camera. Don't buy a new PC. Use boot camp. Set it to manual focus. I will for the next stream. Favorite TV show? I've been rewatching Master of None the past couple days. Creating recommendations for GUI programming with C. I don't know anything about programming with a GUI. Yes, I do live in Denmark. My recommendations for GUI programming is don't. Just do everything you can to not program things with a UI. Vulkan or DirectX? I've only really used OpenGL and messed around with Vulkan. Do you ever get headaches while coding? No. Denmark versus Czech, we got this. Yes, Denmark is absolutely going to win. We're going to the finals. PlayStation or Xbox? the OS market's still profitable. No. I mean, no. I wish it wasn't just a monopoly between like a couple companies, but it totally is. Where in Denmark? I'm not going to give you my address. But, you know, Denmark is a small enough country that I'm not going to be more specific. Have you tried Scratch? No, that was a little after my time. Do you like JavaScript? I have programmed in a lot of JavaScript before. I don't love it. You play any games? Honestly, fewer than you would expect. I don't really... Typing speed? Fine. I don't really play many video games. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been playing a lot of Civilization 6. Just to kind of relax these past couple of weeks. And also Minecraft. It's a good game. It's nice to just like throw on an audiobook or something and listen to some Minecraft. And curses. Yeah, I've used it before. How much Factorio? Ooh, too much. Too much Factorio. The Factorio I have. Civilization. How did you learn assembly? I googled it. You think you'll do this more often? I don't know. This is kind of fun. I was expecting the... Do you like PHP? No. Lead code? No. I never really did any prep for... Yeah, sorry, I'm not a gaming god. Vim plugins? Look at my Vim RC. Will you ever make tutorials? Probably not. I feel like I'm not qualified to teach. You know, there are other people who can teach better. Please start. Okay, my coffee's getting cold. I'm gonna start. So, okay, what are we doing today? I'm gonna stop looking at the chat for now. So behave yourselves. I'm gonna try and like... That works actually. Oh no, now I can't see it. Please don't crash OBS. Please don't crash OBS. No work. Can you get like OBS docs to like stay? Stops behaving. No, please. What about... Oh, yes. Okay. Now I have the chat next to everything on my OBS. This is perfect. All right. Sweet. I'm going to switch you guys over to... Which mode? I'm going to this mode. What's up? Here. This is my desktop. Can you guys see everything all right? Can you guys see Firefox in the background? Does this all look okay? Why is everyone spamming monkey? Was there a monkey somewhere? Is monkey? Yeah, I don't know about that. All right. So what am I gonna do right now? I need to crack open Logisim. You guys can actually take a look at this, but so I've been basically what we're doing today is we are going to be assembling. Well, I'm going to be assembling and you guys are going to be watching. Use DuckDuckGo. I don't use Firefox as my main browser. I just didn't want it to like show my browsing history, you know, if I was using Safari like I normally do. Not that there's anything like, you know, in there, but you know, it's just not great. I'm trying not to like dox myself. Anyway, though, so today we are going to be assembling some physical parts of the video circuit for my processor. And so we're going to be going off of a Logisim circuit that I'm mostly done designing, but I had to. You guys can see I've got IntelliJ up here. I had to go in and actually modify some of the. You can see these ones. The green ones are the ones I modified. I had to go and add some circuits to Logisim to get everything to run properly. Because it was lacking some of the TTL or some of the 74 series circuits that I needed. But anyway, I'm gonna pop open Logisim here. Do you recommend a book to learn C? I recommend the internet. I think the KNRC book is probably pretty good. Why do you like Java but not C#? Honestly, I'm just more comfortable with Java. Also, C# just has a bunch of weird legacy stuff that I just like don't like regions and stuff like that. Java seems to be like much more verbose, but it's you know, it's much clearer what's going on in Java, I feel. In weeks, you know, Podensk. I just said that. Okay, what's up? We got my compiled version of Logisim. We're gonna crack open the circuit here. Oh, and it's gonna move to my other monitor. There we go. Oh, I look like blindingly white because of Lotto Sim. Am I trying dark mode? I should have added a dark mode. Anyway, this is what we're making today. Can you make the code bigger? We're not looking at the code today. We're looking at this today. Oh man, I'm just gonna be, yeah, I'm sorry I'm so pale. Whew. Yeah, sorry for all of your eyes, guys. I'm gonna try and make this smaller so I'm not literally blinding all of you. Why not Rust? Why don't you stream on Twitch? I would like to stream on Twitch. I kind of miss the fact that there aren't like emotes in like a YouTube chat. Like I feel like emote culture is really nice. And yeah, I know guys, your eyes, it doesn't have a dark theme. I wish I could do something about it. Invert colors? I don't know if that'd even show up on the stream. And that might crash OBS. You can add your own emotes. Yeah, are you? I'm not gonna answer that. You can hear my accent on my Danish when I do a fully Danish stream, maybe. Oh yeah, you've got emojis. I do actually really like emoji. You know, if you guys can't tell by my videos. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, and they've got like monkeys. Is that one dabbing? Is that a dab emoji? How do you use that? Filters, screen capture filters. You can invert. Would I be inverted too then? Oh, I probably can invert on OBS. Speak Danish for a bit. No. Nah. Okay, never mind. I'm totally okay that I'm not streaming on Twitch. The dab emoji is so much better. Oh my god. Oh, it's elbow cough. Oh. Is that like a corona thing? Yeah, okay. No, I'm okay. Dab emoji is fine. You say hi in Danish, you say hi. Okay. Oh my god. Love that dab emoji. Okay, what are we gonna do? So I'm gonna try and turn the camera around here and hopefully it won't unfocus, but I'm gonna go into like big camera mode. This. I don't know where the best place to put myself is. Oh, I also really intended on having the chat visible in the in the stream so that it had like a rewatchability on the VOD, but you know, I guess we'll do it. Anyway. Alright. I'm gonna move you guys. Here's my bed. Oh, and there's a light. That's too high. I probably should have like thought about this. How high up do you guys want to be? Like, can you guys even still hear me? I hope. Okay, yeah, there we go. Trying to even things up. Be careful with address. There's no address on any of this stuff. I double checked, but thank you. Thank you. Leak. None of this stuff has my address. Perfect. These aren't packages. All the packages are gone. Yeah, not trying to dox myself. Okay, let me see. Okay. Could like see. There we go. Is that even? Does that look all right to you guys? Can I get like some? Can I get some dabbing emojis in the chat if this is okay? This is an all right angle. Amogus circuit. Leak a memory leak. All right, I see an unholy amount of dabbing emojis. Okay, I'm gonna move the mic. Sorry if this makes a lot of noise. My apologies. All right. There we go. I'm over here now. So I guess this part of the stream won't have my face in it unless I like turn it down there. But so basically what we're going to be doing today is taking this circuit and kind of wiring it up here. He do be like Ben Eater though. Hand reveal. Yeah, there they are. They're the boys. More right. I don't know. Chin reveal. Do you know? Oh, wow. Okay, you almost got me there, Eric Efflinger. Those are some thick jumper wires. They are. I got 22 AWG wire, but it's like, it's a little thicker than I thought it would be. I had some wire back in the States, but I feel like it, I don't know if 22 AWG has gotten thicker in the past few years or something, but man, this is weird. I kind of have to like lean over to look at the stream. I wish I had planned this better. I'm making the computer for Pong more down. Okay. And more down. How about like there? That's good. Now you can see like kind of both my hands. How long you streaming? Kind of probably until my voice goes, or until I get like bored, or until it's like very, I'm really not sure. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna put my coffee like dangerously above the camera. You guys can't see that, but if the stream ends, it's because I spilled coffee on my camera. Okay, so basically, if you guys can see my mouse, ooh, I think my mouse is like, oh no, that was my mouse on the stream. All right, you guys can kind of see my mouse to direct basically what we're gonna be up to here. So, for those of you who don't know, these are a bunch of basically they're integrated circuits. So the thing that I designed in my last video was kind of using, well, we can open it up here. It was using these sort of like visual representations of circuits. And that's all fine, well, and good for when you're like diagramming stuff out. Oh, and I'm going to preface all of this by saying I'm absolutely not an electrical engineer. Don't take anything I say as like the word of God. I'm just kind of dumb like with this stuff. I'm just kind of, you know, shooting from the hip a lot of the time. But drink some chamomile tea. I don't have chamomile. Can you dab for the chat? Absolutely not, Nick S. Where do you buy electrical elements? There's one store in Denmark, like lextra.dco, that has them. He's Terry Davis reincarnated. I hope not. When the circuit is sus, please stop it with the Among Us references in chat. The dead meme. Don't take this for the word of God. Yes, exactly. Is the stream dying? Are people, is that why people are sending the like little like spinny thing? I hope not. Acting sus lately. Please don't forget to add decoupling capacitors or you will have very fun debug. Is that like where you have a capacitor before the power supply? Because I have or like I have these. I have like 100 little capacitors before that I'm gonna add as like before the power on the circuit, you know. Is that what a decoupling capacitor is? I'm really not an electrical engineer. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like I think I know Ohm's law. Don't get electrocuted. It's fine. It's like 5 volts and like, you know, very few amps. I'll be fine. Not before in parallel. I do have this like, so right now this is running from an Arduino, which you guys can't really see, and I'm not going to lift up, but is powering this board, and that's what this LED is going off of. Not before in parallel. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google what a decoupling capacitor is. But I also have this power supply that I'm gonna use eventually, but it takes a micro USB connection or whatever this one is. And I don't have anything that goes in there. So we get it. Sus equals funny. Yes, thank you. Please stop spamming the Among Us Unicode character is what that looks like. Please do not spam that in my chat. Okay, now you guys are all gonna spam. Ask Electro Boom. Probably. I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Are you the imposter? Oh my god. Thank you for the donation. I'm not the imposter. Okay. I'm gonna stop encouraging. I'm not gonna read chat for like the next minute to like get rid of the Among Us references. Anyway, so to go back to what I was saying. So these integrated circuits here are like the literal circuits that these sorts of like logic gates and everything kind of represent. So what I have laid down here on the board are these first few kind of lines of circuits. So if we zoom out here, you can see these kind of correspond to what's on the board. So these 74161 chips right here, these are all 4-bit counters. And then I have, I believe, yeah, this is a hex inverter down here. And then over here we have these 74688 chips, which are equality comparators. But you can kind of see how things. Oh, I should probably show you guys first. So, oh no, we're not using that one. Okay, this is the circuit that we're building today. So what this circuit does is it is a digital. It's a digital circuit that generates a composite video signal. And you can see I'm gonna mess with the camera. So right now I have hooked up. I have this Arduino down here. Let me point to that correctly. This Arduino down here is going through. It has sync and ground pins running through these two resistors here. I forget which one is sync and which one is ground. That connects to this this composite cable, right? Oh, I disconnected it from my TV. Whoops. Let me just fix that up. Running through this composite cable, which is hooked up to a TV, which you can see the TV. Oh, that's a terrible angle. Maybe I can just turn the TV. Actually, that'd be a better idea. Sorry if I'm blinding them. You can see the TV here is displaying these lines of data. So this is being generated by the Arduino, and I did this to kind of just figure out like how to make a composite video signal because I've never done this before. But anyway, yeah. So you can see kind of it's displaying arbitrary video data. So it's 240 pixels high, if I remember right, by 208 pixels left to right. Ignore the green line in the screen. The TV's kind of broken. Make sure you do not overload Arduino your PC USB. Yeah, I'll try not to. But you can see it's displaying like two bytes right here of kind of arbitrary hex data in binary. So I believe this is set to, what would that be? 0101, right? That's A and then F. So you can see how we have 4 bits on, 1 bit on, 1 bit off, 1 bit on, 1 bit off, and then 4 bits on. So that's AF is the data that's being displayed here. You can see how that's kind of just being traced across in each line. Oh no, is that 0F? No, that's not. That's 5F, I think, if it is actually 010. It could also be 1010F, in which case it is A. I don't know though. I don't have the code pulled up right now. The Arduino just has this running in its memory. Anyway, though. Okay, I'm gonna re-angle the camera. There. I can barely understand what he is saying. Sorry about that. You know, I am also gonna release a video on this, so hopefully you'll be able to understand that a little better. Maybe I'll get the explanations a little done more correctly. Focus messed up again? Oh, it is. This camera, dude. Did you invent your own coding language, or are you a poser? I might in a future video. I really am like super interested in programming languages and compilers and stuff like that. Anyway, though, so I hope you guys can all see on the screen, but this is the circuit we're building, which is going to generate that signal, but from arbitrary video RAM. And this was an old version of the circuit that I scrapped because it was way too confusing to try and wire it like this. So I have it running through all these Logisim tunnels now. But basically, this is kind of what the plan is. I'm gonna be like clipping some wires, answering some questions. I should probably disconnect the power actually, so that I don't like fry these chips. But yeah, I thought that's gonna be the stream for tonight. So I'm gonna disconnect the power here. The LED is gonna go off. Or the LED actually isn't in the board anymore. I think you should build a new camera. How much money was the circuitry? Too much, especially because the first batch of circuits I ordered, they were from Mouser, and I had to pay import tax on them. So after that, I've been ordering from Danish companies. But yes, okay. So I'm gonna start getting like power and everything up here, and I was kind of hoping that I could read the chat while I did this. I wonder if I should just pull it up on my phone to read while this is happening. Can I even? I don't have the YouTube app on my phone. Nope. What brought you to Denmark? Healthcare. Hunter Barclay. Thank you for the dono. What time is it in Denmark? Late. It's like almost 10. DigiKey and Farnell. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to order from American suppliers because I have to pay import duties over here. Healthcare, let's go. True. The camera is mirrored. Yeah, the camera is mirrored, but that's just so I don't like look weird to myself, if that makes sense. It looks weird going around the other way. Who will win the European soccer championship? Denmark. Denmark will win. Anyway, though, I'm gonna get started by hooking up power and ground to all of these chips here. You can see those if you look at the circuit that I have open in Logisim. You can see that there are two like empty connections, and one of those is power and one of those is ground. So I'm just going to be hooking up power and ground to all these. I think honestly I'm going to call this a successful stream if I get like one of these counters working. It has been years since I've messed around with digital electronics, so I'm kind of just trying not to like break any of these chips, and I'm gonna call that a success. You see that well what I'm doing. What's your background in programming and electrical engineering? So yeah, I can actually go through this. This is a good question to answer while I'm cutting some wires up. So my background in programming is I started programming when I was 11. Oh shit, man. I need the 22 AW wire stripper. That is YouTube demonetization policy. When I say stripper, I mean wire stripper, not like stripper. So I started programming when I was around, yes, language, I know, Askill, sorry. Yeah, please, if you have like kids watching the stream, get them away. I meant wire strippers. You used to strip wires. There are no other kinds of strippers. I'm absolutely gonna be demonetized because of the number of times that I said the word stripper. Man, I wish my fingers weren't so fat. It would be way easier to hook up. What was I gonna say? So I've been programming. Can you guys hear me all right, by the way? Like, is the mic picking all this up okay? Because I'm a little far away from it right now. Dab emoji in the chat if the mic can pick me up right now and it's not like too low. Okay, I don't respond to the word yes. I only respond to the dab emoji. Nope. Yes. That means nothing to me. There we go. Okay, there's some dab emojis. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. A lot of dab emojis. So anyway, so I started programming when I was 11, or actually no, I think it was even earlier than that. So I don't know what the average age in my audience is. Well, I have some idea. I think my main demographic is 18 to 24. So if any of you guys remember Game Maker, I don't know if it's still like popular or in use right now, but Game Maker was the first thing that I ever programmed with. And I wouldn't really call it programming. If I remember right, I used like the visual thing, kind of like Scratch is now, but like well before Scratch's time. But I used to use Game Maker, and I think the first thing I ever like programmed, so to speak, was do I need to put resistors in between like the ground and like the ground rail? Is that a good idea? Are there any electrical engineers in the chat? Should I put resistors there? I'm kind of nervous that the power is gonna like that, like if I just ground some 5-volt signal, it's just gonna like shoot into the chip. No, I don't know. Are you an electrical engineer? Silas123. Nope, don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at like Ben Eater's videos and he doesn't. So I'm just gonna say that's okay. I'm just gonna roll without resistors. It has internal resistance. Yeah, okay. Those chips can handle 5 volts. Put resistors. I'm an electrical engineer for 6 years. I don't know if I believe. You don't have resistors, have extra chips. Okay, please don't spam. Don't blow up. Trying not to. Okay. Okay, look at data sheets. Yeah, I do have data sheets. Okay, they're just not up. I had a ton of them up in Firefox earlier. I'm not gonna Google, like, that would be kind of embarrassing actually on my stream to Google, like, do you need resistors? I'm just gonna say, like, Ben Eater doesn't put resistors. His computer works fine. I'm not putting resistors for now. I might switch over to using some later. Or capacitors. I'm just gonna kind of roll with it right now and just hope I don't like fry any of these. Electrical engineers, I'm sorry if this is like a sin. Keep on using the wrong wire stripper to strip these wires of their. That one's gonna be too short. That's just a fail wire. Anyway, so back to giving you guys my life story. I started programming when I was maybe like 8 in Game Maker. But then I think the first time I ever like took a real look at code was when Are You the Baby? No. Unfortunately not. So the first time I ever took a look at code, I think, was when I was like 10, 11, 12-ish. I can't quite remember, but it was because that was kind of around the time when Minecraft was like gaining popularity, and I like really wanted to make Minecraft mods. Like that was my one goal with like with learning to program, was making Minecraft mods. And so that's why Java is one of the languages that I'm most comfortable with, because you know, for a while, for like the first like 3-4 years that I was programming, it was just to make Minecraft mods. Do you recommend a Mac or a PC? I recommend what you can afford, and if you can afford a Mac, I would recommend. Sorry, Windows fans. Use voltage resistors with input voltage. I don't know about that. Did you ever make a mod? I never ended up actually making a Minecraft mod. I might have to like go back and do it someday just to like appease my 12-year-old self. But I never ended up making a Minecraft mod. I just ended up doing a lot of like other game programming. And by that I mean like starting a bunch of projects and then never finishing them because I didn't really know what I was doing. But I just remember like reading a lot of tutorials on the internet, seeing some YouTube tutorials about programming, and I was a pretty trash programmer. I'm not gonna lie. Voltage regulator. Yeah, I think there's a voltage regulator on this. Does any of that look like a voltage regulator to you, electrical engineers? Because actually, if we're not looking at that, would you guys prefer if I had like this little bit of the circuit up in the background, or should I just be like only on the camera? Which one is better? What do you guys prefer? I don't know how to run a poll, so I'm just gonna go by who I see. Like putting the most dab emojis. Which team can spam the most dab emojis in the chat? Only cam, full screen. Will you delete the live stream? Okay, I see more votes for camera. Sorry for those of you who are voting for both. Yeah, okay, we're gonna roll with just the camera right now. I wonder though if I can get the chat. Oh wait, okay, wait. Give me like 2 seconds to mess around with the stream a little. I'm gonna see if I can get the chat, like big chat over here, and then let me do this. I'm gonna add in. Sorry for this. Is like some like inside baseball. Oh, shoot. I mean, darn it. I just dropped my wire cutters. Okay. I'm sorry this looks like garbage right now. Let me see if I can. I'm just trying to get the chat to show up like on the stream. How do you crop this? Is that under properties? It is absolutely not under properties. Does anyone know how to crop things in OBS? Or should I just leave the chat? Okay, you know what? I'm rolling with just the camera. We're taking the chat away. Sorry for anyone who's watching the VOD right now. You're just gonna have to you're just gonna have to be entertained by my voice only. Screen filter crop, alt left click. Okay, maybe I'll just undo that. Filters, add effect filter, crop pad. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right. 1000. 1200. Nope. 1500. Nope. 2000. Okay, okay, okay. This is totally gonna work. You're welcome, VOD watchers. I feel like it's kind of like bad to not have the chat. There we go. Now we have the chat over everything. I think that's kind of nice. It's too big though. I'm gonna put the chat like, oh, why is it so long? The chat is huge. Yes, I know. I'm so sorry. I don't know if this makes for like interesting streaming content. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Is that like a readable size for the chat? Down there, can you guys read that? Beans. Cat in box. Cut the bottom. I've cut the bottom. Yes, you can read that. No, some people are saying no. A little too small. Is that too big for chat? Oh, I'll put chat here because that's kind of like where I am. Then you guys can see what my hands are doing. Let me just do this. I wish I could just like chroma key it. Okay, I'm gonna move chat slightly. So, okay, only send short messages. New rule. No long messages in the chat, otherwise they won't be shown. Okay, is that fine for chat? Is that good? Make it more narrow? I can't. Cover yourself up, you're unsightly? I agree. Remove it? Okay, a dab emoji if in the chat if you want me to keep the chat, otherwise put a different emoji. I need to learn how to run polls. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of dab emojis. I'm seeing also a lot of other emojis. See like a what I think is a cucumber. I don't know. This is a really tough one. Okay, you know what? I've seen too many. Oh, there are a lot of dab emojis coming through. Man, this would be so much easier with a real poll. Make a Discord, no YouTube polls. Okay, wow, I'm really just messing things up here live on stream. Maybe put opacity. Okay, give me 2 more seconds. I feel bad that like this is my like stream content. It's like me figuring stuff out that I should have figured out a while ago. Let me see if I can color key on key color type, custom color, select color. Okay, I'm gonna try to chroma key this. Yes! Oh my god, first try. First try, dab emoji because I got the keying on the first try. What? I'm so good. Okay. Look at that. Oh, it's a little messed up on the other side. There we go. That is perfect. Look at that. It's a little messed up. You know, it's not like remove border. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Crop pad. There we go, right? And then I'm going to left off a little bit. There we go. YouTube VODs. Yeah, but I watch most of my YouTube on mobile. Aaron Jamped. I'm also going to maybe... There we go. There we go. Thank you for all the dab emojis. I'll take that as like a virtual applause. I hope this makes the VOD more watchable for people. I think this looks like a pretty good looking stream. Like I would think this was done by a professional if I saw a stream that looks like this. Zoom inside the browser. I wish I could, but regarding the need of resistors, you need to check the data sheets and see what the input voltage in the circuit is. If it is lower than your power supply, you need to no. So Elias Kaliuris. Sorry, I butchered your name.
All of this is running on 5 volts, so I don't need to change voltage at all. All of these are fine to run at 5 volts. Make it open source. Control scroll. Yeah, no, I know how to zoom on like a web window, but it's just like honestly, I think if I tried to zoom in this like chat doc, it would crash OBS. So I'm not gonna do that. He won't make a Discord. Yeah, I just don't want to have to like mod things or like manage having a Discord. You know, it just sounds like a lot of work. But you guys are behaving yourselves quite well in the chat. This kind of makes me want to make a Discord. Alt F4, that doesn't work on a Mac. Actually, I actually don't know what that does. You wanna get me to do a command Q? You can have mods. Yes, I appreciate all the people offering to mod, but I don't know any of you, so you're gonna have to ingratiate yourself somehow. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but you guys will have to figure that out, I guess. You know, that's a you problem, not a me problem. I guess the me problem is that I don't have moderators, but it's not a problem when you don't have it. Anyway, the closest thing we've gotten this is this YouTube chat right now, so enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. How many amps does the circuit run on? I don't know how many amps this Arduino puts out. I don't know how many amps this power supply puts out. The answer to how many amps does this circuit need is as many as it takes, and I hope I give it enough. We're really just like, the fact that I have no formal education in digital electronics is really just going to show here. And that's okay. Oh, I forgot to hook up ground for that one. Oh, hey, Kylogius. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I do appreciate what you have been doing for my the JDHA GitHub. I'm so sorry I haven't taken a look at your PR yet. I know that's been sitting there for like days. Or maybe I merged it in. I can't really remember. But I was very impressed by your contribution. What is the circuit going to do? The circuit is going to generate a composite video signal. Later, you must port everything to PCB. I mean, SuperSip, you know, if you wanna shell out all the money that it's gonna take to build a PCB out of this thing, be my guest. I will gladly take it. But you know, this is expensive enough as is. You know, I think I'm just gonna have it keep it up on breadboards. I'm a bit late. What are you gonna use for a clock signal? For the first while, I have a button. This button. This is gonna be our clock. But later on, I have this 4 megahertz crystal oscillator that's gonna be used as the main clock. Mic muted. Is my mic muted? No, can you guys hear me all right? PCBs don't cost that much. I hope you guys can hear me. I feel like is there one person or like multiple people saying mic muted? Yes, my mic is muted, or no, it's not muted. Okay, I'm gonna assume that you guys can hear me. Troll? Yeah, okay. Sorry, this is literally like the first time I've streamed anything, so. Mic muted. Please stop spamming. Mic muted, it makes me feel bad. I was nervous that things were just gonna like break on this stream. Roll it. Oh man, and we've got like the surprised emoji in here. I don't want to move to Twitch anymore. You know, I wanted to move to Twitch for like the emojis, but like, or the emotes, but these emojis are pretty good. I think they're funnier than the Twitch emotes too. Oh, and like the sad emoji. Oh. King Undead, he does YouTube. Yes, YouTube is currently my my full-time job. USB is probably outputting 5 volt 1 amp. Yeah, when I connect it, I'm probably gonna get like a 2 amp, like one of those high power USB ones though, because I have no clue how much power this stuff. Okay, anyway. Oh, what are we doing? Have you seen Bo Burnham? I've watched half of his latest oh, sorry, the chat went away. Okay, chat's back. I don't know how to get like docs to like stay there. Oh, we have the epic face too. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No need to move to Twitch. I don't know how to get OBS docs to stay there. I will figure that out before the next stream. Can you please upload the assembler and emulator? They're up on GitHub. Vinny Rules Gaming. Check the description of my last video. Anyway, so our current goal. Oh, I wish I could make this a little more visible. You guys can probably kind of see it through the chat, but so we have two separate counters going on in this circuit. So for those of you guys who don't know, which probably a lot of you don't know how a composite video signal works, basically a composite video signal runs by scanning lines from, or I guess I'll run it to you from, left to right, down the entire screen for each frame. And so these three 4-bit counters are going to be chained together to make a 10-bit counter that will count twice the number of scan lines that go on each frame of the screen. And then these two counters are what I've called tick counters. That's not a real but they're like the pixel clock counters basically. So at 4 megahertz, this 8-bit counter will run. It'll increment once every 250 nanoseconds. And then these ones are going to increment once every 32 microseconds, which is half a scan line, because the total scan line time is this is a GPU, code poison, or graphics processing unit is a strong word. It doesn't do much processing. It's kind of just going to take VRAM and throw it up on a screen. But okay, so let me see. What's the first thing we need to do? So we need to hook up. I'm going to use scissors to point to pins on. Or maybe I'll move chat over. Is that kind of a no? Okay, maybe I'll just move the circuit. Chat's going to stay. Can I just move the circuit? I want to make it more visible for you guys. Let me move it down. There we go. Okay, so we need to hook up. I'm just going to try and get this first 4-bit counter working. So when I really hope it is a 74161. I'm actually going to use my phone flashlight because the lighting isn't good enough for me to see. This is indeed a 74161. Okay, sweet. So we are going to hook up everything on this counter, hook up the clock input to the switch, and then hope that nose reveal. I guess. What is the circuit for? This is a GPU. I think the focus is off. So it just focuses on my hand if it's in there. But anyway, we're gonna hook up all the parts of this. I'm gonna hook up the outputs, which are on this side, to 4 LEDs, and then I'm gonna hope that when I click a button, that it counts. And if it doesn't, then I've done something very bad. But so the first thing we need to hook up is this first pin here, which is the actually, I'll get a data sheet. Oh, sorry, chat's gonna be gone for a second. Oh, and you'll be able to see kind of Firefox. Yeah, listen, I'm a first-time streamer. Yeah, enjoy half of Google. Wow, I'm just a really garbage streamer. And some IntelliJ. Okay, chat's back. Does anyone know how to get tongue reveal? Please debounce that button before you test it. I don't know how that works. I don't know how to debounce a button. So we're just gonna roll with it and hope that it's okay. Does it run Crisis? Not yet. Anyway, I'm gonna pull up a data sheet here to make sure that I get the pin out right. Okay, so this first pin up here on the top left is the not reset pin. So when this goes low, it will reset the counter. So the first thing we need to do, I'm just gonna kind of tie all these pins, one by one here. The first thing we need to do, take a wire and hook this up to power. Tie this high, so that the counter won't reset. And right now it's just, I think in the future this, oh shoot. I can't focus on anything aside from, okay, 2 seconds. Chat's gonna go away for a second because I'm gonna configure these windows. Oh, so sorry. First time streamer, everyone. Does anyone know how to get OBS docs to stay when I unfocus OBS? Make the chat window smaller, create a new capture type window and select the chat so that Firefox doesn't hide chat. That's going to take too long to do live, but I appreciate it. Just add a cap to the button. Otherwise, you will be... Oh, that's a good idea, to add a capacitor to the button. You should hook up not reset through a 5-volt resistor. I don't know. Ben Eater doesn't use resistors. I'm not going to lie. So I think that's... aren't the cables you're using a bit too thick? They are pretty thick, but you know, 22 AWG was what I used the last time I did any circuiting. That's called debouncing. Okay, debouncing is putting a capacitor there. Okay, then I will be debouncing this this thing. What do you plan on displaying on the GPU? Arbitrary image data. Oh yeah, so this is going to be black and white, 208 pixels wide by... Thank you, Aaron GMT, for seeing that the chat replay works on mobile. I mostly watch my YouTube, honestly, from like a browser. So chat replay definitely doesn't work there. Anyway, so this is going to make a video signal, arbitrary pixel data, 208 pixels wide by 240 pixels like vertically. And it's going to be completely black and white, just because that's the most simple signal to generate, I think. You need a capacitor and a resistor to create a low-pass filter. Oh, why did it go away again? Oh, I'm so sorry the chat keeps going away. He uses too many breadboards. Yes, when the switch closes, the contact can sometimes literally bounce on the other, generating multiple... He's not making a low-pass filter, though. Okay, listen, we will figure out... Like, I'm gonna figure out how to debounce this button, you know, like later. Right now, priority one is just like me not getting distracted long enough. How do you not know what debouncing is if you follow Ben? I don't watch everything that he puts out, but I watch some of his stuff. Why are you making a GPU? To hook up to my computer. The rest of this that I'm gonna build is gonna be a computer. That's what most of like these circuits are for. Not a huge concern. Yeah, it should be fine. What's the next step after breadboard custom design CPU architecture? I don't know. We'll find out. All right. So the next thing we need to hook up is the clock. So that's going to be this button. So I'm going to put the button down here. I'm going to hook it up through a capacitor because that is what chat told me to do. I'm going to trust you guys. I don't know if that's actually going to affect anything, but if you're an electrical engineer, this is your last chance to tell me that I shouldn't hook up the button through a capacitor. Across the contact. Which end did you put the capacitor on, though? Like the end that like the power is coming from, or not? Don't be worried unless across the contact, not in series. Don't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put the capacitor on later. I've literally never used capacitors before. Don't hook up the button. The end of the terminals, not the power side. Okay, on the other side. Okay. Sizzlaz123 seems to have like reasonable advice. Okay, not the power side. Parallel to your button and it goes to ground. Just Google button debounce. This is CPU. No, this is the GPU. I think, please look it up on the internet. I think it's more fun when chat is trying to teach me electrical engineering in real time. Okay, so where do I put it? All right, so I'm going to, everyone like vote if this is the correct way to hook up a button to this, to make it a clock. My plan is to hook up this wire is going to go from power to this part of the button. Then I'm going to put a capacitor on the other side. Then I'm going to hook it up to the pin and also a resistor to ground on the pin. Is that correct? Electrical engineers in the chat? Simple RC filter? I have no clue what that is. Hookup, you're gonna get demonetized. Yeah, I probably will. I've also said stripper a million times. Yes, JDH tries to make a circuit. That would be a good title for this stream, Toadster. You get your idea from Ben Eater? No, I actually started designing RC filters, capacitor plus resistor. Okay, that was my plan, kind of. Wouldn't using an Arduino for a variable clock be better? No, buttons all the way. I don't think there are as many electrical engineers in chat as you think. Yeah, not as many as I would hope. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna bother with the capacitor right now. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. I'm gonna get a long piece of wire that I'll probably break up into more different wires later. And I'm sorry, electrical engineers in the chat, if this pains you, but you know, this is just what we're gonna roll with. I'm gonna hook that up from the output of the button all the way up to this pin. Just do it. Yeah, I'm building the pawn machine. And we're gonna have this ugly, ugly ass jumper wire right there. And then I'm gonna take resistor. I don't know. Oh, it has the ohms actually printed on here, which is good because I don't know how to read resistance. 10 probably be fine enough. I just need some resistance right between this and ground. It's difficult to describe without images. Yeah, probably. How do you manage the computer design with Logisim if you don't know about capacitors? I mean, I know about capacitors. I'm just not an electrical engineer. Chat will make you blow up the caps. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about capacitors right now. We're just gonna run this bad boy straight off the Arduino. And just if anything smokes, then something is wrong. Otherwise, we're fine. Okay, this is gonna be our clock. So I have a resistor running here on like the output, so that this will be tied to 0. When the button isn't pressed, and then we'll get the rising edge and everything out of this when it's hooked up to power. And I'm gonna click it like this, and just blame chat. That is what I'm going to do. If that's what I'm gonna do. I'm blaming chat. Actually, if anything smokes, it's your guys' fault. Capacitors filter out in any bouncing in the button. Yeah. Make sure you have a kill switch. And then it's just going to be hooking up the USB directly to my computer. So the kill switch is like, if the stream dies, then I shorted my Mac. So just make the cable a bit longer. That's enough capacitance. Yeah, I guess that'll be, this is going to be fine. We need to hook up the next pins. So these 4 pins are all load pins. The next 4. So those are all going to be hooked up directly to ground because, we're not trying to load anything into this count. There's nothing that needs to be loaded. So I'm gonna trim 4 of these. My voice is going a little bit. I don't know if you guys can really getting like progressively raspier. So I don't know. I'm gonna try not to end stream because I can't talk. Maybe I'll just communicate through sign language. Oh, this is. I need my. So I'm gonna hook up. I'm gonna tie all of these. Oh no, that's tying it high. They need to be tied. Well, actually, they just need to be tied to something. They don't need to be tied higher. But I'm gonna tie all of these pins low. Is anyone complaining about what I'm doing in chat? If you short something, nothing will happen because, the Arduino does have short protection. I shorted it earlier this week while I was messing around with some other stuff. It can't handle more than 5 watts, 5 volts, 1 amp. Yeah, I'll just get another Arduino if it fails. What AWG are your breadboard cables? They're 22. That is what I previously used. The last time I did any breadboarding, which was years ago, but and so that's kind of what I'm rolling with this time. I don't know if I should be using a different wire gauge. These are kind of thick boys. So if I order more wire, I might get a different wire gauge. I get a different color. I'm not really sure. I thought the blue just kind of looked nice though. What Arduino model? An Arduino Uno. Okay. So tie this one low as well. Oh, this is gonna be really tough. I should have. Okay, I'm gonna wait till I got this jumper. Over there. That's tied low. I can't imagine that I'm gonna be building a whole computer like this. You guys are gonna just be able to enjoy, watching the pain like after the fact or live on stream or something. You show the circuit you're building. So right now I'm just hooking up this counter. I will show the circuit in a minute. I mean, I'm not going to get all of this circuit done. We would be here for, this would be a 12-hour stream, and I need to eat at some point. Is the JDH at jdh.gg email ID real? It is. You can email me there. I've had some people email me there, and I appreciate it. I know there are some people, if the people whose emails I haven't replied to are watching the stream right now, I'm sorry. I've just haven't had time to reply to those yet, and I will get to them, I promise. I think it's been about, some people sent me email like a week ago and I haven't replied, and I feel kind of bad about it, so I'm sorry. You will get nice long emails, inclusive apologies from me. The Rickroll was, oh, there's no Rickroll. I don't know what you're talking about. Light Club Nashik could create a computer inside of cellular automata. No, thank you. I value my time too much. Breadboarding a computer is more than enough for me. What I see? No, this is not a 555 timer. These are 74161 timer. Because they're the counters with the, oh, the 555 isn't even a counter, but these are counters with ripple carry. So it means you can chain them together. So like this is a 4-bit counter, and then this is an 8-bit counter if you chain them together with a ripple carry output. And then, you know, you can make 12-bit counters or like arbitrarily. Will you announce the next stream? Will there ever even be a next stream? There will probably be a next stream. I don't know if I'm going to announce it. I kind of just wanted this one to be a surprise. You know, we'll see. How long have you been living in Denmark? A while, like a fair bit of time. Not so good that I'm fluent in Danish, but enough that I can understand, you know, what everyone says to me. Which book do you recommend to get into low-level programming? I don't recommend any programming books. I'm sure that like there are good programming books, but I've only ever read a few, and I think my like, you know, like hot take warning, I think the best way to learn how to program is to program. I don't think programming books are a good way to learn how to program because you're not literally programming. You know, it's kind of like if you know, if you wanted to learn how to like make movies or something like that, and you asked like a filmmaker like what's the best book to learn how to make movies, and the filmmaker is probably going to tell you like, you know, go make some movies. You'll figure out that way, right? I think it's kind of the same way with programming. Like you should learn by, right? At least that's what I did. So yeah, hot take. Sorry for computer science professors in the chat who are like, well, there probably aren't any CS professors in here, else they're probably the ones getting mad at me about how I'm streaming, or how I'm building the circuit. Okay, next thing we need to hook up is the. Okay, so this is just an enable pin. This one right here that needs to be tied high. Oh, these wires are such a mess. Again, apologies, big time apologies to all electrical engineers in the chat who are witnessing this. Okay. That needs to be high. Okay. We're getting any fun projects to do in C. Write a Minecraft clone. How long did it take you to code Tetris OS? A while. I had a full-time job at the time when I was doing it. So, you know, I would just kind of work on it in like weekends and, you know, after hours. I don't know. It took the entire project took a period of about like a month of programming, but overall hours worth, it probably wasn't more than like 40 maybe. Maybe a few less. Do you lift? Yes, I do. I really enjoy weightlifting. I think to anyone in the chat who doesn't go to the gym, if you've never tried it before, you should. It's fantastic. Drop some tunes on us. Oh yeah, the music stopped. I'm sorry about that. There should be music. it's been a long time without the music. Okay. Sorry about that. Gym is super boring. You put on a podcast or something. Breadboarding, get multiple colors. Yeah, that would have just been more expensive. Opinions on Norway? I've never been, but it's a lot like Denmark, so I'd probably be a fan. Oh, is Silas leaving? Okay, thank you for all of your suggestions. Thank you for the dab emoji. I'll wave to you down here. Bye, Silas. Or Sizzlaz123. What is my music playlist? It's just some lo-fi stuff off of the sound service I use. Okay. Next thing to hook up is, sorry that the chat disappears every time I select a window. Next thing to hook up is the ripple carry output, I believe. So that is, no. Okay, we need to hook up this enable down here on it. So that is hook up that enable down there. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. I wonder where I should put the LEDs, or if I should just get 4 jumper wires across to here. Get thinner wires, it's going to get bad. Yeah, I know. But I've already gotten started, so I might as well keep going, Estonia isn't Scandinavian. I think Estonia is part of the Nordic Council or something like that, or they can sit with the Nordic Council. Have you been to collage? I did not go to collage, but I did go to college. Best way to learn programming is, yes, the best way to learn programming is to do a project. Patrick S, what chips are you using? I'm using 74 series integrated circuits. My X lives there. Thoughts on Visual Studio Code? It's okay. It's got decent Vim emulation. Where are you from? I'm from America. Okay, I can't remember the TC input, so next thing we need to hook up is this one up here. I don't know, you guys probably really can't see that. Next thing we need to hook up is this one up here, which I think is the ripple carry output. Oh, I'm sorry that went away. This is just bad streaming, that thing keeps going away. Okay, chat is back. Now I can scroll through the data sheet. Doesn't the chat distract you? Yes, clearly, because I've been streaming for 2 hours, and the only thing I've gotten done is hooking up these 5 wires. Chat is very distracting. Okay, I think TC is the ripple count output on this. Can anyone confirm or deny that? Does anyone else? Is anyone if you're following along at home with your data sheets, then tell me if TC is the right output. Is the ripple carry. I think TC is the ripple carry. See you, River Guy 00. Okay, I'm gonna say TC is ripple carry, probably. No, TC looks like an input. No, TC is an output, or is it an input? Is TC an output? Oh, this is really bad. I should really know this stuff. Okay, that's definitely an output. I probably should have figured out all this stuff before I started the stream. Yeah, okay. So this is the output. So we have all those outputs, then we have TE, then we have not SPE. Why is this tied high? What is that? Okay, chat's gonna go away for another second. This is such bad streaming. Okay, those last 2 pins both need to be tied high. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna declare it. I'm making such a mess of my desk right now. Okay, yeah. My singular goal right now is to get this counter hooked up. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish anything else. But you know, this is a good starting point on getting this video card done. This is going to take. But you know, maybe I'll work a little faster without a couple hundred people distracting me. In what state do you live? I don't live in the States. Hi from Austria. Guten Tag, I think is German. I think that means good day. I have really no clue though. I'm sorry if that wasn't like appropriate, like high German to communicate with you, David H. You still play piano? Like I can. I'm kind of garbage though. For all the people asking where JDH comes from, it is just my channel name. No further elaboration. Good German. Thank you, Peter. Okay, I need to tie both of these inputs high here. So I'm gonna move, and I'm saying high and stripper and hook up all over the place. YouTube is just gonna take my money away. They're probably gonna send me an invoice after this stream for like the kids whose you know, like ears, like the algorithm thinks that I've soiled. Wow, I'm just like not dexterous enough to do this. That's why I have these. I really do need thinner wires. Everyone in the chat who's been telling me that I need thinner wires, you're 100% right. You're all absolutely. Okay, so we should now have 5 pins left. We should have all of the counter outputs. Yes, they are synchronous 4-bit counters. That's exactly what they are. He is making a graphics card. Yes, I am making a graphics card. Those wires are too thick. Yes, they are too thick. Stop body shaming wires. No. I will not stop body shaming these wires. They're too big. They need to lose a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. These 5 outputs are gonna go to LEDs now. So I have these LEDs. They're 5-volt ones, which is super convenient because it means you don't need to hook up a resistor to them. But I'm gonna put those over on this other board over here, and just so we can like visually like see, you know, output of what's going on with this count. And I really hope this works. Otherwise, do you regret not buying proper jumpers? It would have just been super expensive. Like, okay, I would love that my breadboarding looked like as good as Ben Eater's, but the reality is I just don't want to spend that much money on like I have a box of, thank you for the donation, William. I have a box of like jumpers, but it's not enough to build all this stuff. And like, it would just be super expensive. I would rather just cut my own wire, you know? It'd be fine if they were just thinner, but that's kind of my fault. Like, I'm a little dumb for not having bought thinner wire. You know, I'll deal. Does Ben Eater use the same wires as you? I'm not sure. How to grow my channel as fast as you? I wish I knew, Dev Party. What is your favorite thing about Denmark? Football, flæskesteg, healthcare. In that order. A book name to learn what you did. Please don't spam. But a book name to learn what I did. Just Google things. That is the best piece of advice that I can give you. Or DuckDuckGo things, I guess. My chat is getting angry at me because I don't use DuckDuckGo. I'm sorry, guys. That's just what my Firefox is my usual browser. You didn't hook up the clock button? Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Actually, you do that. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? Dab emoji if you can hear the music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. How long do you think the stream will last? Probably until my voice goes. In OBS instead of making... Yes, I will do that for OBS next time. Oded Burr. Sorry I messed up your name. I will do that for OBS next time, but I'm not going to spend more time messing around in OBS, like on stream, because I just feel kind of bad about that. Book C programming language. Yeah, if you have to read a programming book, you should probably read the KNRC book, but it's also wildly outdated. How do you have so many subs and only like 5 vids? Because my first one like blew up a little while ago. Is C better than Python? It depends on the project. You need a current limiting resistor for the LED. You actually don't for these KX. They are 5-volt LEDs, so you can just hook them up directly. It's kind of nice. Oh, I'm actually gonna use I am gonna use like proper jumpers to hook these LEDs up, because these LEDs will not be staying on this. So I'm gonna use some of these like yellow long boys to hook these up to ground. Oh, I just dropped a cable. I'm absolutely not gonna find that. No, that one's gonna get vacuumed. Oh, this is so much nicer with proper jumpers. Should I buy proper jumper wires? Oh, this is also a much smaller wire gauge. These are much nicer to use. Wow. Okay, maybe I was a little dumb for buying the 22 AWG wires. But I don't want to buy more wire, but I might. Would that be smart? Maybe I'll just have the video card built out of these wires. I'm new here. Do you have a college degree? I do have a degree in computer science. That is not where I learned like all of this stuff. This stuff is all from the internet. Okay, wow, look at that. Can you guys see how nice and like I don't know the word in English. I can only think of it in Danish. Like in agreement, like equal length these wires are. That's so nice. I should maybe buy like proper jumpers. Even, yes, thank you. Organized, they're also organized. 23, 24 AWG. No, that's gonna be even worse. These are 22. And then that's like, oh, they get smaller as they go higher. I didn't know that. You can really tell that I'm not a uniform. That's also a good word. You can really tell that I'm not an electrical engineer because I didn't know which way the wire gauge went. So sorry. Okay, that's everything hooked up on that side. So now we just need the jumpers from there over to the LEDs. Pack of 24 AWG wire, Amazon $18. You can't really get stuff from Amazon in Denmark. Like there's no like Amazon Denmark. You have to order it from like Germany or you know, the UK. Also Amazon, like, not that consumer choice matters too much, but like Amazon's low-key like kind of evil. Not gonna lie. Good thing I'm not streaming on Twitch, otherwise I'd be banned for saying that probably. But Amazon's a little evil. Don't really want to order stuff from them. I can avoid it. Okay, I need slightly longer jumpers for these. But I'm gonna use needle nose boys to get that over into. So that should be okay. So now we have the ripple carry hooked up. The ripple carry output. Use Amazon. Oh, I didn't know there was an Amazon Sweden. What do you think about Linux? It's nice. It's Unix. Yes, I did. I am originally from the States and moved to Denmark. I don't know who you're responding to though, but where would you buy all the parts you're using? There's this one site, electro.dk. It's how I got them in Denmark. But if you're in the States, I would order from Mouser Electronics. That's where I've previously gotten stuff from when I've been in the States. I don't know if they're a good company or website or whatever. That's just the one that I've used. And they've generally been fine. It's really easy to find stuff on their website too. Oh shoot. Oh good. Do you guys hear that? I'm censoring myself. I didn't use the bad word that YouTube's gonna take my money away for. What did you study at college? Computer science. Switch to Arch Linux, I dare you. I think I probably will run Arch, you know, when I do eventually get an honest to God PC. Maybe I'll run Arch. It'll be Arch or Ubuntu. Ubuntu. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I've only ever read it. So. What component is this? This is a 74161 counter component. It's a synchronous binary counter with a ripple carry like support. How much did you pay on your current Mac? Too much money for 8 gigs of RAM. I don't remember the exact amount, but thoughts on ARM64? Better than x86, but I think it depends on what you're doing. I don't know. I think I've done a lot of, or not a lot, but I've done some assembly programming for x86. I didn't love it. You know, I think ARM is a cleaner architecture, but I haven't. But that's just completely subjective, like shooting from the hip, my opinion. I've never done any assembly programming on ARM64. There we go. Okay, that is 3 out of 5 LEDs hooked up. x86 ASM sucks. What do you do for a living? I do this is what I do for a living right now. Talking to you guys is currently how I support myself. And did I move for it? I did not. I moved to Denmark for other reasons. That wire's not long enough. I will have to use that for something else. Wire might be long enough. We'll see. X64 is poo-poo. Probably agree. How did you learn stuff like this? I don't know. Most of this stuff I learned. So I've actually tried to design a computer before, back when I was like 14, 15. And its architecture was kind of similar to this, but that's where I learned like most of this stuff. So really, this last video for me was just about like uncovering like knowledge that was like buried deep in my brain. About how all this stuff works. Are you going to continue support for Minecraft? I would like to. I have considered. I do really like that Minecraft clone. It was super fun to make, and I think the engine is quite cool. And I have done some extensions on it since, but I haven't made a video on it or like published them on GitHub. But well, it could be fun. But I would like to move into like making my own games. And by that, I don't mean the web game that I abandoned, because honestly, web programming was terrible. I'm sorry if any of you wanted to see that video series finished, but I just couldn't handle TypeScript anymore. A good while is all we're getting on how long I've been living in Denmark. I'm not gonna like, I don't really want to give too many personal details up, if that makes sense. Can you lower the volume of the music? I don't think the music is too loud. Have you tried Rust? If so, got any opinion? I think not having manual memory management or a garbage collector is cool. I haven't really used Rust extensively though, so I can't really offer an opinion beyond saying the syntax looks really verbose. Any YouTubers you want to collab with? I haven't really thought about that. I'm kind of just gonna try and like upload more videos before I start collaborating. Okay, so everything is hooked up now. Please dab emojis in the chat because all of these circuits are hooked up, or this circuit is hooked up. Let's see if, ooh, this one is not hooked up properly to power. Let's see if when I turn this thing on, like my power goes out or something. That could be fun. Oh, that'll make for an interesting stream at least. But okay, I'm gonna try hooking this thing up to power. And we're just gonna, pray to whatever god you worship for this circuit. Because I don't have many of these counter ICs, and if I break this one, that's gonna be bad. They are 5-volt LEDs. No, thank you, Evans, plural Evans. But I don't need these are 5-volt LEDs. I do not need a resistor for these. Please. No, please stop spamming resistors. These are 5-volt LEDs. These are up. Uh-oh, near face reveal. The whole part of the stream is the whole first part of the stream. I was just talking to, you can go back and watch the VOD if you want to see my face that. Okay, I'm gonna hook this up. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have no smoke. You can see the light coming off because this. I'm actually going to turn off the TV here. Okay, what happens? Oh, look at that. It's counting. It's not doing it correctly. I think one of the LEDs might be hooked up wrong. There's the ripple carry. This LED isn't hooked up correctly. Check it out. That's super cool. That's the first time I've ever done anything with like integrated circuits. Lower two are off. Yeah. So that should be displaying a 1, and then it displays a 2. The lower two aren't off. So this top LED here, that's actually the ripple carry output. So that's only when it's full. Debounce it now? No, I'm allergic to debouncing. You can tell though, like I don't know if you can see on screen that they get a little less bright. That's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna fix what is wrong with this one. Oh, it's actually just like not in the breadboard enough. I think I kind of need to grab a different wire for that. So yes, chin reveal. I'm just assuming someone's spamming chin reveal in the chat. That's what you guys normally spam when you can see part of my face. Is that long enough? Yeah, probably. Oh, I shouldn't do this while the circuit is live. That was not smart. Okay, there we go. Disconnected. We're safe. Mostly just because I don't want to like break these ICs. I'm not worried about getting electrocuted with like -3 amps. Okay, I just cut off I don't know how I keep accidentally cutting instead of like stripping these wires. Oh, that's also not long enough. I'm gonna have so much extra wire. I'm just gonna make one that's way too long. The LEDs do need current limiting. They do not need current limiting. They are current limited. Like, they do not need a resistor. They are 5-volt LEDs. They don't need current limiting. I appreciate it, but that you're looking after my LEDs, but they're fine. How should I start recording my own programming videos? I use the built-in Mac screen recorder. I might start using OBS now though, because it takes up way less resources, and it outputs smaller files. Okay, we're gonna go back now that LED is hooked up, and oh, that is the debouncing that you guys were talking about. You can see it on that first like click. Yeah, look how it's just going through like, so if I run it around, right? So now it's full, the ripple carry output is on, right? But then, okay, so now we're down to 0. And if I do that, okay, now it counted correctly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, that's debouncing. Thank you. Okay, that makes sense. That needs to be debounced. Yes, debounce, please. I beg you. Don't make games in C, Lamau. No, C is a nice language. What should I do to have a brain as big as yours? Probably get a lobotomy. Put 100 nano. Are there farads? Farads is what capacitors are measured in. So when you guys say that I need to put a capacitor in to debounce this, do you mean like that it needs to come? That it needs to be like right here? Will that mess things up? I'm just gonna throw a capacitor in here, and we're gonna see what happens. Cap from output to ground. To ground? Do I not just put a capacitor like? Wait, what? What do you mean like capacitor from output to ground? Nah, just do it. But like, do you mean instead of this resistor? Connect resistor between the switch contact and the clock. Connect a capacitor between the clock and ground. Okay, so like over here where it's hooked up, where like on the pin on this rail, I should put a capacitor there. Is that what you guys are saying? because I have the resistor over here to ground. Yes, prop breaker FPV. Honestly, what's the difference between C and C++? A lot of things. I'm not seeing any yeses or dab emojis in the chat, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't really have space for a capacitor up there though. Like these are real like little boys. I don't know if you guys can see that. I might be wrong. I just feel like it should be in series or parallel. Well, that doesn't help if it could be in series or parallel. Those are two very different things. You know, okay. I'm not gonna worry about debouncing right now. I think we have time enough though to hook up this, or to connect. Connect is a better word for the algorithm than hook up. That's now a banned word in this stream because YouTube's gonna, you know, demonetize me. Is the button pull down or pull up? I don't know really how pull down or pull up resistors, you know, which way those go. Well, I do kind of know, but like I'm not confident enough to offer an authoritative like discussion on how those goes. But I think this is a pull down resistor, right? If it's you know, pulling it down to 0 from floating. Pull up to VCC, pull down to ground. Yes, this is the resistor is to ground. I hope that's correct. I mean it worked aside from like the debouncing. But ooh, it could be fun actually to hook this up to a 4 megahertz clock as well. But I mean, you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. Pull up is VCC, resistor to ground is pull down. Yes, this is the pull down resistor then that we have here. Does YouTube really demonetize you? I don't know. I just want to be on the safer side. Also because my content is family friendly. That's why I censor all my swears. Okay, we're gonna hook up, we're gonna connect this second circuit. So we're gonna chain these two to get an 8-bit counter. So all we need to do here now though is take this ripple carry output, put it into one of the enables on this chip, and then tap from clock to VCC. Someone else was saying to ground. With YouTube, you really do have to be careful. True. That's kind of why I wanted to stream on Twitch instead of YouTube. But, you know, I just thought the audience conversion would be like super low, you know, if I tried to do that. So, plus, you know, on Twitch, you don't have a dab emote. So, you know, I'm okay. YouTube is my platform of choice. I love you, Google. Please never remove the dab emote. Okay, time to connect all of these ones up. So, first one is also clock. So I don't know what the best way to do that is. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move our clock from here to here. Then I'm gonna wire these two clock inputs together. Like that. Oh no, sorry, second input is clock. The first input needs to be tied high. The first pin. There we go. Isn't that smart? Let me answer a few more questions maybe. Google is king. I hate Amazon. I mean, please don't ban me off of YouTube for this. Google is kind of evil too. They're both just like faceless corporations. You know, I don't really like either of them too. But YouTube, Google is kind of who's giving me my paycheck right now. So I will, I'll say nice things about them so they don't take my money away. Let's tie this one high. Oh my god, I need thinner wires. Anyone have like 24 AWG wire that they can ship to me in Denmark like tomorrow? I will dox myself and give you my address if you can do that for me. I'll just say it in chat. Keep hooking it up to the wrong rails here. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be so bad when it's like everything is just getting more complicated. Why is everything so yellow? That's just because of my The light I have is yellow. Sorry. I can bring wires to your doorstep personally. How do you auto mute your microphone? I have a noise gate on it. Are you going to use VGA for display? No, this is generating a composite video signal, like the stuff that you plug in old TVs to. And it's going to be in black and white, so this could technically work on something from like the 70s. You know, if you like pre-VGA. This is, I think, what like regular broadcasting companies use or used to use for signals. Just because, you know, I think VGA would have been nice, but I think I've seen some VGA video cards. I've also seen some composite video cards. I think it was more fun to figure out composite than to just be like, oh, how do you do VGA? And then like going to look at like the Ben Eater video on it. So let's connect this. Man, my fingers are too fat. My fingers are simply just too big for this. How does Ben Eater do this? Like, does he have just like nimble, like tiny nimble fingers? Does he use a different wire gauge than me? I'm truly not sure. Please answer me, Ben. Love you. Oh, God. Spamming monkeys. Thank you, Chemical Workshop. See ya. It's already 11. Oh, yikes. Yeah, it is already 11. Okay. I'm gonna get this bad boy hooked up. I gotta do it. And then maybe answer like a few more questions directly with the chat, and then peace out. The boy's gotta sleep. And I'm also losing my voice a little bit. So. Alright. Stream has been going for over 2 hours. Alright. That's pretty. No, I didn't mean to do that. I feel like I've had like a million things that I was answering in the Q&A that I never answered. And what do you mean losing my voice? Like my voice is going away. Like it's leaving. It's packed its bags on its way out to a better place. By that I just mean like I'm just not going to be able to talk tomorrow because I've literally been, you know, talking for like. Oh, this is such a mess. Our Lord and Savior Ben Eater would like really not be proud of this, of what I'm doing. But you know what you guys should watch? For you guys, gals, and NBs should watch is there's this other series of videos that I linked in the description of my last video that are this other guy on YouTube from like, this is such a mess. No, it's not. Continues making a bigger mess. Hey, okay, Xenon, you're gonna get banned for that kind of talk around here. You gotta say that this is a good-looking circuit. But in the description of my last video, I linked a playlist of another series of videos from like 2010, 2011 on YouTube of this other guy building a much bigger, more capable 8-bit computer that has a composite video card in it. And those are actually the ones that I learned a lot of this stuff from, is from taking a look at that circuit. His name is like Esperantenazo, I think. How old are you? Okay, for everyone asking me to just like drop my age and social security number in the chat, I'm not going to. Okay. Oh man, yeah, I need thinner wires. Wow, this is just absolutely. Oh, this is bad. Like I can't fit consecutive wires to ground. It just like doesn't work. It's quite bad. Do you read comments? Yes, I read all of the comments actually, every single one. The one where the guy built the computer using many ATmega 328P chips, that was cool too. Yes, I think that's the same guy. He makes like the duo computers. I don't think he's done any in a while, but your hands look 30 years old. I don't think I'm that wrinkly. What is your credit card and cell phone number? You know, maybe another time. Buy me dinner first. Okay, we have those hooked up. So now I'm gonna take the ripple carry output of this one and ripple carry it into this bottom enable pin down here. Oh, my hands are too sweaty for this now. To hold these wires. Okay, there we go. Ripple carry that. Then this one. At least one wire bit fell down. Oh, there's wire. You guys can't see my floor, but it is covered in little wire bits. See you, Grunton 10. If that is how you say your name. Let's get rid of some more bits of wire here. Is it creepy that I know where in Norway you live? I don't live in Norway, so that's not creepy. Thank you, Mike, for the donation. Much appreciated. Lol. Good luck with this. Loved your Tetris OS. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. What else do we need to hook up? Do you have a GF? Okay, please don't spam questions about my love life in the chat. What inspired you to do everything you do? I don't know. It's my brain. Just like wants me to do it. Okay, I think that's everything hooked up on this chip except the LEDs, right? Right? We're just missing like, I really hope you guys are getting a good view of like the close up of my face from down here. Oh, you guys probably aren't getting it actually. Maybe you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so now we need 4 more LEDs here. So, well, no, 5 more. Yeah, 4 more LEDs. So I'm gonna pick these up. Chat is really nosy today. They are. They want to know all my personal details, and they don't realize when I don't answer their question after they've spammed it 10 times, I'm probably not gonna give them my social security number. Kind of weird. Do you have a preferred breakfast meal? I've been eating mostly like oats with protein powder, banana, and peanut butter in them for the last while, but I'm not really a breakfast person. Kind of my preferred breakfast email. Is over-engineering things your kink? Probably. Okay. 8 LEDs. Where's a 9th LED? Do I have a 9th LED? I think I have some LEDs here. In this aisle of soap. Dude. Am I out of LEDs? You guys wouldn't know. I don't know why. Here's my clock. Don't I have more LEDs? That's gonna be way less fun if we can't see the ripple carry out. The last bit of this one. I definitely have more LEDs here. Did you go to college? I did go to college. I was a computer science major a couple years. Where are my LEDs? Yeah, I don't know where they went. I'm sorry. We might not be able to see the last. Oh, actually, I have an extra LED on this breadboard here. Got it. LED number 9. I should probably get more. I should probably get something to organize all of these. Do you think there could be a composite to VGA adapter? I think my signal might be a little too messed from this to work in an adapter as well. But I would hope that, you know, if you took this composite signal and put it through a composite to VGA adapter, which I imagine exists, it would be able to work. Oh, thank you, Christian. And thank you for the dab emoji. Remake this in Minecraft. How much money have you invested so far into this project? Too much. Next up, I'm too good for prefabricated components. Craft on LEDs. That might be a step too far for me. What's your opinion on the whole "is college really necessary" thing? I think if you go to, if you're in a country where college is free, you should go to college. If you're in a country where college isn't free, I want to consider it. But my biggest piece of advice is to not listen to random YouTubers about whether or not to go to college, and to talk with people you trust who know your own individual situation. From a knowledge perspective, I think at least in the field of computer science, I don't think necessarily that college is necessary. I don't think college teaches you. Of course, it depends on the program you go through and everything, right? But I don't think college teaches you that much about how to code. You know, you learn how to think about code, and you learn like how to. You learn a lot of theory behind computer science, but you're not writing thousands of lines of code like you're going to do when you you know, if you eventually get a job in the tech industry, assuming that is your goal, of course, right? I don't know. I feel like I learned more from programming projects on my own in terms of how to program than I did from college, but that's not to say that I didn't get useful information out of going through a computer science program. I mean, I totally did. There was a lot of stuff that I know about that I didn't previously. Favorite programming language? C. No underwater basket weaving degrees. I mean, if you want to study underwater basket weaving, or, you know, insert whatever your equivalent is there, that's fine. I have no problem with that. It's maybe not such a great idea to spend a ton of money on it if you know, if you're gonna have to go into debt for such a degree. What are your thoughts on remote software dev jobs? I loved remote work. I was remote for a long time, of course, because of the pandemic. In my full-time job, it was fantastic. I think commuting is terrible. You know, I think it's nicer for the engineers. I don't really care so much insofar as it affects the company at large. I think companies generally need to treat their workers nicely, and even though workers are treated nicely, you know, in software development, like relative to other workers, you know, you can still treat them nicer. I think yeah, I'm a fan of remote work. What video editing software do you use? I use Final Cut because I'm on a Mac. I'm not terribly good at it. I'm getting better, but also I didn't want to pay for the Adobe stuff. Why do you like C so much? I just like how I feel like C is a very clear language. I just you know, I don't know. It's just nice to write. I like being able to abuse the macro system. Can make a new programming language. Maybe at some point. The world has a lot of those already. They don't have a lot of homebrew CPUs. Where do you want to take your channel, and what other types of content will you be doing? Well, this is one direction in which I want to take my channel, but I kind of want to get back into game making at some point. I would love to do like a longer term game project where I don't just decide that web programming is trash halfway through and then quit. I think that could be super fun. Just make a language with C macros. I think you can just run the C preprocessor on arbitrary text, so you know that is a possibility. But C macros are also like wildly unsafe. So actually, the language that I've used with my favorite like meta programming system has been one called Nim. Just like this. It's basically like C. It's a systems language with a syntax that looks a lot like Python. It's statically typed, and it's a super cool language with incredible meta programming facilities where you can basically just go in and modify the AST or the abstract syntax tree kind of wherever you want. Really fast to compile. It's a really nice language, and I'm kind of sad that it hasn't been adopted by more people. Yeah. Make a C compiler JavaScript backend? No, thank you. Where else have Do you have a sweet exercise watch on now? No, I have this this fancy Dawson Erickson watch. Oh, music gone. Yeah, sorry, my playlist ran out. Time to restart. Sorry if you're getting bored of hearing the same music, but oh no, let me just do this. Similar songs. Here we go. Now we're gonna get different music. What is your day job? This is my day job. How did you learn all this stuff about electronics? Go watch Ben Eater's channel. I didn't learn it from Ben Eater's channel, but go watch it from Ben Eater's channel. He's a smart dude. The man knows what he's talking about way more so than I do. Okay. This entire chip should be hooked up now. I think. So this is gonna make, these are two synchronous 4-bit counters put together. Hates GUI programming, so we created a new S. True. I do hate GUI programming. Have you heard of Crystal? I have heard of Crystal. I haven't really taken a look at it. Do you think AVL trees are useful? I've seen AVL trees used to solve some things in production code actually before. I can't quite remember what. No current limiting resistors? No. No current limiting resistors on these LEDs, Timothy. They're 5 volts. They can take in 5 volts. They'll be fine. Bro, you look like an adult and sound like a 14-year-old. My voice hasn't cracked once this stream, I don't think. Okay. Let's see. Is electronics half reading the chip stocks and half failing at wiring? Mostly failing at wiring, if you're me. Okay. So that's bit. This is going to count 8 bits, by the way. You know, if assuming everything is correct. Let's get up to 16. Okay, and then ripple carry. Oh no, that totally didn't work. Okay, we did something wrong. Well, I did something wrong. You guys watched me do something wrong. This isn't ripple carrying, and I do not know why. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really... Oh, it's because I didn't hook up one of the pins. Which pin didn't I hook up? Oh, one of the enable pins is still tied low. So I'm gonna look this. I saw what you did wrong, JFK Little. No, okay, it's got nothing to do with button debouncing. You know, the button doesn't need to be debounced. It's because I forgot to hook up one of the enable inputs. You know, I need to tie... These chips have, I think it's 3 enable inputs, or maybe no, it's 2. One of them is like a general enable, and the other one I think is supposed to be used for ripple carrying. And I only hooked up one of them, the ripple carry one, but because it's missing this. So that enable is now there. That is tied high. Welcome back, Xylaz. Okay, welcome. Thank you. I haven't done the button debouncing yet. JDH has a face. I do. Okay, let's get this up to 16. And now, if assuming this is correct, this LED is gonna go on. That is the correct. Wait, no, why did it skip one? Oh, it's because this is the ripple carry, I think. Okay, so so we're actually counting bit 0, 1, 2, 3, ripple carry 4, 5, 6, 7. But it works. Now, yep, there we go. This is an 8-bit counter. And then there we go. I'll just press it 256 times. There we go. And then we're at like 120 something. Favorite game in general? Kind of depends on what mood I'm in. I've been playing a lot of Civilization recently, Civ 6. I've been too cheap to buy the expansion packs. The game I've sunk the most time into is Minecraft, but I mean, that's just, you know, like everyone my age has, I feel like. I don't play a whole lot of video games though. Okay, we're about to see if this bad boy is just gonna overflow. Okay. We got the ripple carry bit on the second counter. You sound like the Cherno. Ooh, I used to watch his videos way long ago. Okay, I haven't been reading chat for a while. How old are you? I'm not giving my age, SSN, mother's maiden name, address, any of that. You ever built a redstone computer? I tried to when I was like 12, but it didn't really get far. Hollow Knight. Plays Minecraft. God, do you think there could be a composite to VGA adapter? I already answered that. There could be. Have you ever looked into, I don't know how to pronounce Risk V, but I'm just going to say it's Risk V, RISC-V. What's up with the cables? They thick? They are. They do be quite thick. Have you ever looked into Risk V? I have before. I think it's a clean looking architecture. I haven't programmed for it before. What do you think about Unity? I have no problem with Unity. Just despite what my videos might make you think, I just don't like investing time in learning other people's engines when I have to rely on them for support. Just kind of by the nature of how I like programming. Oh, Risk 5. Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you, guys. The cables do be looking sussy. True. 2 weeks after your first video. Okay, Aaron, you've been here for a while then. It's been a thank you for watching for so long. I think I might even remember your your YouTube icon. What programming language do you know besides C? No is a strong word, but I'm familiar with quite a few. Tabs or spaces, whatever the repo already uses. If you're deciding, pick whatever, but the important thing between tabs and spaces is use what everyone else on your team is using. Do you have a community Discord? Not yet, but I might make one. What non-electronics YouTube channels do you watch? A few different ones. Actually, when should I like ripple carry this over? I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the 255 plus ripple carry. We're gonna say goodbye to these LEDs now. Okay, get ready. And hopefully it doesn't count back to 1 because I didn't debounce the button. Gone. Back to doing this. I wish you guys could experience. I hope you're living vicariously through me in like how fun it is to press this button and watch the LEDs go, but this is pretty cool, I think. What's a ripple carry? So the ripple carry is making this it's basically, so the ripple carry here is that each of these counting chips here is only 4 bits, so it only handles 4 of these LEDs. And what the ripple carry does, which is this long wire here, is it lets the second chip count only when the first chip is full. So it ripples like the bits basically. So then instead of having 2 4-bit counters, we have 1 big 8-bit counter. And eventually this one's going to be a 10-bit counter. I'm just going to kind of ignore these 2 bits over here and reset, but because it needs to count up to 625. What's a transistor? What is it? It's like a semiconductor sandwiched in between. Oh, I don't know enough about like physics and electronics. A transistor is look it up on Wikipedia if you want to know what a transistor is. Powerlifting for engineers? Yeah, it could be. Maybe I'll do a workout stream at some point. Why are the wires so thick? Because I ordered the wrong ones. Okay, I got 22 AWG. They should be like 24. It's just a switch. Oh, okay. Wait, my brain lost what is like a switch? I'm sorry. My brain's just getting to me. You can see me wrapping this wire around my finger. What is an electric transistor? Oh, it is a switch. Yes, transistors are just like switches. Yeah. Are you introverted or extroverted? I'd say I'm pretty extroverted. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of middling, Why do you like C more than C++? I value fast compile times and I hate templates. I think they're, yeah, error handling in C++ is just not fun. I think the complexity that C++ adds is not worth it, in my opinion. Like I've never really needed, been building a project with C and thought, man, I wish I could like jam some templates in here. Yeah, I just can't handle it. If I was working in someone else's code base and it was C++, I'd be fine with it, but I prefer to work in just C. There we go. Back to 255. What else would you be doing if you weren't a programmer? I don't know. I'd probably try and be like a personal trainer or something, maybe. But I can't really imagine not being a programmer. I've been doing it for so long. Are you familiar with the Handmade Network? Yes, I recognize the name. What is your favorite code editor? Vim. Just playing Vim running in my terminal. When is it better to use C++ over C? When the project that you're working in already uses C++. Otherwise, just go up to personal preference. Or if you like really want exceptions for some reason, but you shouldn't because exceptions are garbage. You plan on building upon your Tetris OS to have more games and more features. I don't know if I'll do an extended OS project in the future. No, I think I might actually take you guys. Is it okay if I take you guys back to like me sitting over here and like, because I'm done circuiting for tonight, I think. I'm gonna have to end stream in a little bit. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the circuiting. But I want to answer a few more questions, so I think I'm gonna move you guys back over here, set you guys up. I like, you know, I'm confirming that it's okay with the chat. Dab emojis if you're okay with me moving the camera. Not that this is a democracy and you guys have any say. All right. Oh, the lighting has like really changed since the sunset. There we go. What's up, boys, girls, and NBs? All right, good. Okay, this is some weird music. I'm going to the next song. Sorry, the chat disappeared again. How do you do the dab? I actually don't know how to do the dab emoji in my own chat. I've never watched a stream on YouTube before. My hair looks like I've been breadboarding. No. Okay, let me. I'll just in there. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Sorry, I'm gonna move the mic back over here. I'm just gonna do a little more Q&A before I end the stream, just because I thought that was kind of the main thing I wanted to do. You guys get to know me if you wanted to. What Vim plugins do you use? You can check out my VimRC from my last video. I have it has a list of all the plugins I use. It's in the description. What motivates you to do these things? Oh, can you hear the laptop fan now? Yeah, okay, I hope you can. I can't really do much about that. You know, it's a MacBook Pro. It's not really built to run a stream or something. Where did you learn OpenGL? From learnopengl.com and opengltutorial.com. That's mostly where I learned that. When will you make a computer from raw ore? Catch me in like 2075. Sussy Baka, please do not say such things in my chat. What do you think of OOP? I think object-oriented programming is a cool paradigm. I think it is abused a lot, but I like languages that give you the option to easily program in an object-oriented manner, but don't necessarily force you into it like Java. See you in 2075? Yeah, I will see you, Oliver, in 2075. When will we start to compete with NVIDIA and AMD? Again, catch me in 2075. Why do you use Mac OS over Linux or Windows? Because I honestly, well, there are a couple reasons. So I want a laptop, you know, I want it to be mobile, whatever my setup is. This is also an answer to your question, Hackett, about what my setup is like. I need a laptop as my primary computer, right? And the build quality on every single, please don't spam in my chat, CJ Game Studios. I won't answer your question if you spam. All the build quality on any laptop that isn't a Mac is just trash. It's garbage. I'm sorry if you have like a Dell XPS that you really like or something like that. I can't handle how just like terrible they feel. You know, they just don't feel nice to hold. And then I use Mac because it's Unix based, which means it's got all the Unix tools that I'm familiar with. Yes, I know I could just run the like Windows subsystem Linux thing. I have done that before when I've had a Windows PC. It's not as nice as just having your basic OS be something. ThinkPads are also garbage. I had a ThinkPad at my last job. It was terrible.
That thing, I felt like I could just, you know, like bend it in half. How did you learn to program in university or by yourself? Please don't spam Odinth my chat. I'll just ask a question once. On a scale of 90 to 100, how bad is Visual Basic? I don't know. I think BB's, you know, it's a little bad. But, you know, it's kind of fun. Opinion on Lua. Array indexing starting at 1 is pretty whack. There was one question that I was answering up there, though. How did you learn to program in university or by yourself? Both, but most of my programming skills, I would say, come from solo projects, not from university. What do you think of Flash and ActionScript? I've never touched any. How did you learn the C language? Self-taught? Yes. I took a systems programming class when I was in university, but for the most part, like the stuff that I learned was from, you know, projects on my own, like the ones that I currently do. Opinion on Rust? Borrow checking is hip. I will kind of want to see what the next language that implements borrow checking in a less friction, in a manner with less friction looks like. Just learn some language and don't worry about best. Yes, that is a good take, Blarg Blarg. Good evening. Good evening. What do you think of Rust, Zig? Oh, someone also asked about V. I have heard of V. I don't love the syntax just looking at it. I don't like how it seems to want to manage my memory for me in a way that I don't like necessarily have control over. So I don't know how useful that is for like real-time high performance applications like game programming. But you know, I would consider programming in V if it got a huge like backing behind it. Where can I start to learn low-level programming? Just do a project in C or something like that. Have you ever looked at Serenity OS? Yeah, I saw the guy who makes it recently went full-time on it. I have like taken, you know, some looks at it. Have you looked into Zig? GitHub Copilot? That looks like a copyright breach waiting to happen. Have you looked into Zig? I have looked at Zig. I've never programmed in it before, but again, it's like V. It looks interesting. You like Python style or C style syntax the most? I like my curly braces. I think Python style is easier to type, but it's less readable. And I think readability is key. And in any language, you should be writing code, you know, to read it, not to make it easy to write, right? I mean, correct, yeah. Thoughts on OpenGL being deprecated on Mac? I have seen your question, Adam C. You know, I mean, I think Vulkan is like the future. Probably kind of a pain for people who have OpenGL applications, but like, I'm not too worried about it. You often comment your code. Oh yeah, all over the place. There are a lot of comments in my code, like notes to myself, but I don't do like that thing that you're kind of taught to in like a lot of universities where it's like, you know, it's like you say like X equals 10 and then you add a comment that says like, this sets X to 10 and then like, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that's useful. I think it's also really important to like update your comments alongside the rest of your code. I mean, the comments are effectively, I think it's Jonathan Blow that says this, the guy who makes Braid and The Witness in his programming streams. He said something along the lines of like, comments are effectively code that doesn't run, so it doesn't get tested. But I think commenting is quite important, even in personal projects. Do you know about Swift or Rust? I know about both of them. I've never really used either intensively. What was the last book you've read? I've been reading some books in Danish, just listening to them as audiobooks. But the last book that I read was what would it have been? I can't really think off the top of my head. Oh, I think it was one that's sitting back there. The Conquest of Bread by Peter Kropotkin was the last book that I read. Is Java only for Android? No. Ever thought of starting a startup? I don't want to employ people. My end goal is not employing people either. So I don't really want to start a startup. How do we succeed in the game industry? I don't know. I have no success in the game industry, so unless that's a reference to that one, like how do we succeed in the game industry is like that one Jonathan Blow like YouTube compilation about him talking about how you succeed in the game industry. Du læser det her på dansk, så nu skal jeg. Yeah, I can read what you're saying, Christian. Yeah. Make a survival game. Do you ever plan to make a game that you publish on Steam? I would like to. I think overall, you know, like I of course enjoy all this digital electronics stuff, but what's up? Cheers also from Denmark. Okay, please, JFK Little, if you call me a sussy baka one more time, you're getting yeeted out of the chat. What advice for young programmers less than 16 do you have? Do projects. Do programming projects. What are your thoughts on The Pianist? Like the movie? Like the Holocaust movie? I haven't seen it, but Förstår du svenska? Yes. Not some of your weirder words, and not anything that contains a who. I don't understand that, but I can read Swedish for the most part. Thoughts on Java? I like programming in Java. It's really comfortable for me. It's the language that I think the second most familiar with, next to C. I just know a lot of the standard library. Thank you, Adam. Do you program for a living besides YouTube? I did until I quit my job. Corporate programming was just maybe a little rough. If you're into Jonathan Blow, do you follow Casey Muratori? I've seen talks that Casey has had with... Okay, that was a Jonathan Blow reference. I've seen talks that Casey has had with Jonathan Blow, but I follow mostly just Jonathan Blow. I think I've watched almost every single one of his JAI programming streams that he's released over the last 7 years. I absolutely do not understand Finnish. I know that you're asking me if I understand Finnish, but I don't understand. Thoughts on Microsoft Java, C#? Bad. Not a big fan, but you know, use it if you want. You watch Randy, the other C programming god. I have seen a few of his videos. For how long have you been doing YouTube full time? I think like a week since I left my job for real. Can you read Finnish? No. Is that German that someone is speaking in my chat? That looks like Du hast. That looks German. Ever tried functional programming languages? Yes. SML. I don't know if it's really useful for things, but I have used SML before, and I think it's really nice. Do you watch any anime? No, I do not. Nein, mein Sprach ist Deutsch. I think you're saying something about speaking German, but I don't really understand it. Oh, and are there Turks in the chat? Is that Turkish with the umlaut over it? In that case, what's up, Turks? Turkwar me, I think is how you say that. Are you in crypto? No. My money's in like ETFs and stuff. Yeah, that guy's asking me if I understand Turkish. I cannot read Turkish. Oh, it's Hungarian? Oh, sorry, Turks and Hungarians. Brazilian, did you go to college? Worst programming language? JavaScript, probably. Thinking of making a Discord server? Maybe at some point. Thinking of making tutorials? I don't really want to make tutorials. Like, I know that it would, like, get me views on YouTube, but I would rather do stuff that I want to do than things that would get me views, if that makes sense. What motivates you to keep coding? I like doing it. What music do you listen to? All over the place. What are your interests besides programming? I weightlift. That's like the other thing that I do. Or like I power lift, not like weightlifting. I don't like snatch and stuff like that. I'm not trying to snap up my spine. Do you like Sebastian Log? Yes, I have watched a lot of his videos. Quite good. Thoughts on Windows 11? I've already given my thoughts on Windows 11. I think Windows is bad. I don't like it that much. All right, see you, Ellis man. Would you consider writing a compiler for a custom language for a project? I kind of already touched on that with the assembler, but I am really interested in compilers. I think programming languages are super cool. I think it's an area where there's still a lot of like human innovation to be made, if that makes sense. Like stuff that can't really be touched by machine language or machine learning for a while. Code Bullet, I've watched some of his videos. Carry KH, I watched some of his videos a long time ago. Rotating doors or sliding doors? Oh, that's a good question. Probably sliding doors. What do you think of Linux? I'm a fan. It's Unix-like. ASN1, I don't know what that is. TP23, you program safety relevant software.
No, I like to go fast and loose, especially with my C programming. PHP, yeah, speaking of fast and loose, no, not a fan of PHP. Solving problems or making projects. Well, pineapple on pizza, you know, if you're into it, that's okay. I think it's fine. My real problem with Hawaiian pizza is usually the Canadian bacon that you get in the States. I think it's bad. It's just like dry, you know? What do you think of JetBrains IDEs? Big fan. Coke or Pepsi? I don't like soda that much. But Pepsi when I do drink it. GCC versus Clang. C-Lang or Clang is what I use because I think it's the one that comes bundled by default on Macs, and it gives fancy colors in the error highlighting. What's the most troublesome bug you've encountered while programming? Too many to count or remember. What is the first thought you can remember? I don't know. Data-oriented design? Yes. 15 minutes before midnight. Okay. Celebrity crush? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. What programming resource do you read mostly? The Reddit programming subreddits are fine. Did you ever write malware? No. At least not that I'll admit on stream. Do you like header files? No. Header files are the worst thing about C in my opinion. They're just a pain. There's like no benefit to having them. Yo, same time zone. Yeah, what's up, Central European time gang? Have you ever hacked? No. I haven't. Often you run into memory issues? I mean, like sometimes. I mean, most issues are memory issues. Didn't you say you want to eat something? Lol. Yes. I should probably eat something. Do you want to do my C homework due tomorrow? You probably shouldn't be watching the stream if you have C homework, Vincent. Probably go do your try Rust. Seems like you'd like it. Yeah, I think maybe, you know, after all this, you know, computer building stuff, I would like to write my next major project in Rust. I would like to try it. Would you like to do a language review? Oh, that could be fun. I would just be like shooting from the hip on a lot of things because I'm not that super familiar with a lot of languages. Favorite food? I answered that way earlier in the stream, but that's flæskesteg, the Danish like pork roast. ET gang, dab emoji, yes. Language tier list. Oh my god. Okay, I'm 100%. Yep, there's gonna be a second stream, and it's 100% going to include a language tier list. That is a great idea. Your eyes do look melted. They are a little melted. I have been here for 3 hours. My brain's a little. There, val, let, or no keyword for defining variables. I think the way Rust does it, like let and let mutable, or let mute, I think that's reasonable. I like that there's a little bit of friction in defining mutable variables. Favorite Danish cake / pastry? That's lavnsbolle. Quite good. You're going to grade C. C is getting S tier, 100%. Text editor tier list. There's Vim. Vim is S tier. Everything else is bottom. Unless it has Vim emulation, then it's 1 step. Is there something you hate about C? I mean, I don't like the fact that you have to, off the top of my head, the dot versus arrow syntax is kind of annoying when you use stuff with pointers. Atom? I don't think people use Atom. Please explain Danish counting. Yeah, trust me, I don't understand it either. Danish counting, Danish numbers are hard. About NeoVim, I use NeoVim. How did you get your first programming job? My first programming job was actually like some contract work for like a friend. But my first real programming job, I just interviewed for it. You know, I applied. You look like my uncle. I'm pretty sure I'm not your uncle. Discord server will be Pong. Go watch the Numberphile video with Tom Scott. Yes, Numberphile is amazing. Numberphile is fantastic. What language would you use if C didn't exist? Probably B. They're like BCB, PCL, BCPL. Oh, I didn't realize. Maybe I need to update my NeoVim. Thoughts on? Well, okay, I'm not gonna get thoughts on that. Where do you find resources for OS dev? I Google it. React or Angular? Neither. Don't like. I could be your Uncle JFK Little. Neither. I don't really like JavaScript frameworks.
You like maths? Yeah, I technically have a... Oh no, camera focus is gone again. I'm gonna come back. Do I just need to like move here? Okay, well that's also okay. Yes, I do love macros in C and C++. I abuse them a lot. Okay. I think I'm gonna end stream there. Thank you everyone for watching. I need to sleep. It's like midnight. I will answer more questions another time probably. I really enjoyed this. First ever time I've streamed. Yeah, sorry about the camera focus. Yeah, have a nice rest of your day, everyone. You know, to my west. You guys should all probably go to sleep. Everyone to the east of me and you know, most of Europe. Yeah, you missed most of the stream. You'll be able to see it in the bot. All right. See you guys. Thank you everyone for coming. I'll probably see you again.